Shalom.
Shalom.
I want to give all praises, glories, and honors
to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. It's what I've been of like mind. Shalom, wa, chatzah to the elect of the nation of Israel, white so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelite foreigners of the seed line of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We are here another Saturday for Wadi Yahweh Shai to prophesy unto the nation of Israel and unto the heathen nations, to tell them of their coming judgment, their destruction, their slavery. Okay, so
it's Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come.
Right, so when these prophecies come to pass, as they have been coming to pass since the year began, go ahead.
Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
Then shall 2/3 of the nation of Israel know that a prophet has been amongst them. Because you see, the Lord has established prophets across the four corners of the earth to prophesy unto his people. That is the nation of Israel. By way of putting them on the highways and byways, and also by way of putting them on the internet, doing videos, uploading videos to feed you, to edify you. But you have 2/3 that don't take heed to the words that the Lord speaks through his prophets. Instead, they scoff, they mock, and they scorn. So they're going to be caught when judgment comes upon them. And then shall they know that the prophet has been amongst them. Right? Okay.
This is Matthew 24, verse 14.
Yeah.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
Right, so the word gospel means good news. And the good news is that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the Israelites of Yahweh Shai. The power of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That you are the chosen nation above all others, that you will inherit all the other heathen nations, beginning with the elect, as slaves to our Lord Yahweh Shai, being joint heirs in his kingdom. Okay? Go ahead.
For witness unto all nations,
Right.
and then shall the end come.
Right, so until the gospel has been preached and the elect has been sealed, that's when the end is going to come. Okay? Nothing before that. And the prophecies concerning the mark of the beast, which is the Almighty partnership coming to pass, the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, all these things must happen first before the destruction, man. Okay? World War III, Battle of Armageddon.
It's Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
Right, so the Lord Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai, has established watchmen, has set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, that shall never hold their peace, by telling you the prophecies and things to come before they occur. And they're not going to hold their peace day nor night, because we constantly do videos beginning with our apostles and elders and upload them upon YouTube to feed you, to edify you, to warn you. Because a watchman's job upon his power is to blow the trumpet and to warn the people of coming invasion. And shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid?
He that make mention of Yahweh Bashem Shai, keep not silence.
Right, and only the elect of the nation of Israel confess the names of Yahweh Shai and keep not silence.
And give him no rest till he establish and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Right, and the Lord is going to make Jerusalem, when he returns, after he destroys the mark of Babylon the Great, a praise in the earth. The elect being joint heirs with him. The Lord is willing to be of the elect of the nation of Israel. That's on brother.
This is Isaiah 32, verse 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man, we're talking about Yahweh Shai here. We're talking about the return of the Lord. All right, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. Okay? A so-called black man out of the nation of Israel. Okay, from the tribe of Judah, out of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. That's the king that's going to rule, it says, reign in righteousness on this earth. He's going to reign over the so-called white man. See, the so-called white man, he got the power set up by will of the Most High right now, but the Most High is about to bring him down. The Most High is about to bring him out of his rulership.
Right.
He's at the end, all right, of his rulership right now. All right, and he's going to go into slavery due to the recompense of the Most High that he's brought upon the earth. And it says, and princes shall rule in judgment. That's the elect, you know, the 144, all right, 1,000 spoken of in Revelation, the 7th chapter. That's going to be joint heirs with the king.
That's right.
And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And these are the times that we're coming upon, man. We're in the process of where the Lord is going to make a man as precious as the fine gold of Ophir. All right? A real man. We're not talking about a nigga that got 250 pounds of muscle. That don't mean crap in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. We're talking about a righteous, all right, elect, all right, of the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. That's out here doing the work, all right, that's out here sacrificing, all right, their lives, putting their lives on the line, all right, week in and week out, day in and day out, all right, living as a Hebrew Israelite is supposed to live to the best of their ability, according to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's a real man. That's the man that the Most High is going to make like a covert from the wind. All right, not a damn 2-bit nigga out here. Okay? These are the times that we coming upon, man. These niggas is going to catch hell in a major way. All right? In a way that the Most High is going to torment them by the so-called white man. It says, verse 3, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. Because this word is going out hot and heavy, hot and heavy. This word, the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, is covering the earth. All right? It's covering the earth to seal the elect. So those that, the eyes that see shall not be dim, man. All right? You ain't going to have an excuse anymore. Come on, brother. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to have no excuse, man. Your eyes ain't going to be dim because you heard about the Israelites. One way or another. Go ahead, man.
This is Jeremiah 5:20. Declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not.
Would you one more time?
This is Jeremiah 5:20. 5:20. Declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying.
Who's this? The Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. That's who this is. Jacob, the house of Israel. Go ahead.
It says, hear now this, O foolish people. And
foolish people. Foolish people, man. You out here jumping up and down for damn goddamn Joe Biden, the devil that the Bible speaks of. Alright? You damn foolish, man. And we've been telling you time and time over and over again who this so-called white man is in the spirit. We telling you he's the devil that the Bible speaks of in the spirit.
Right.
Alright? Here is you voting for damn Donald Trump and Joe damn Biden. And supposedly now Joe Biden is going to be the standing president. But we have yet to see from now until mid-January, till inauguration day. Inauguration means the stand in the demons. Stand in the place of the demons, man. Alright? Because this place is nothing but filled with damn witchcraft and wickedness, man. And that's what you niggas, you fall for it all the damn time. You're foolish. Go ahead.
It says, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not.
Eyes but see not, ears but hear not. Alright? See, the truth is going out so hot and heavy through the spirit, you ain't gonna have no excuse, man. Because the scriptures say, like I just read in Isaiah 32, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken.
Wow, two different
You see that?
contrasts.
You see how it goes hand in hand, though? The eyes that see not and the ears that hear not. The Lord just said, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim. So you're going to know one way or another. You're going to know about, but you're going to refuse to follow. You're going to refuse to do the right thing. And that's what majority of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are doing as we speak. All right, you can't tell me you don't know of the Hebrew Israelites by now. The Most High got it to where there's brothers in every damn near every state of America. I boldly say through the Spirit. All right, there's brothers in damn near every state of America pushing out this word like we've been doing, beginning with the head elders, the apostles, man. Pushing out the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay? So you out here trusting in America, woe unto you. The Lord said destruction unto you. It's been told, hey look, the Lord said go unto them whether they what? Hear or whether they forbear. We've been doing that. And we're going to continue to do it, Lord willing. Until the Most High shows surely that we can't speak no more. That's going to be the famine of the word. And the famine of the word is upon y'all, man. Through the Spirit. Go ahead.
I got the definition of the word dim.
Yeah.
This is dim from the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Adjective.
Yeah.
Emitting or having a limited or insufficient amount of light.
And a limited and having an insufficient amount of light. All right? Because what are you trusting? You trust in America. A place that's done nothing but what? Oppress you. Destroy you. All right? Didn't teach you your nationality. Gave you bywords as a nationality. What the hell is a damn African American? All right, it actually comes from two so-called white men. All right, Amerigo Vespucci and Leo Scipios Africanus, man. But that's supposed to be your nationality, though, right? You Hispanics, man. Dominican, Puerto Rican. Those are not nationalities. But here it is, you are so caught up in that damn darkness, you can't see your way out of it. All right, you really trust and believe that this so-called white man is God. All right, when it's historical facts that even disprove that on a major scale. Historical facts. You could go back to the Renaissance era. Start right there. And you can see that this so-called white man is not the people of the Heavenly Father. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, lacking pronounced, clear-cut, or vigorous quality or character.
Yeah, man. Dim. You niggas are dim out here, man. All right? You're dim and you're dark. All right? But see, that's the lot that you have fell under from being rebellious to the Most High. You fell under this spell of darkness because you refuse to stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You refuse to stop committing adultery. You refuse, all right, all of the ways that are good. You take on the ways of the other nations in the so-called white man. You refuse to do right, man. Okay, so you're dim, and the Most High is gonna put your asses out in a torturous way.
Yeah. Oh, check it
Go
out.
ahead, bro.
Last one.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
having little prospect or favorable result or outcome.
What is it?
Having little prospect.
Having little what?
Prospect
Little prospect.
of favorable result or outcome.
Wow, a favorable result or outcome, man. You out here walking out here with your ass and titties out. All right, men out here looking like bitches looking like dudes. This fucking madness, man. You Jakes have been reduced to the worst level of low there ever has been. All right, you're the people of the Lord, but we tell you it, and you refuse to do right, man. You refuse to acknowledge that. Damn, yeah, I am going off.
Right.
They tell you this. You eat pork, miss? That's what's up. You eat shrimp? That's what's up. That's all right. That's good. But guess what? You got to come back to the Lord. You got to come back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You understand? That's what we out here telling our people, man. People get it misconstrued out here. All right? America's about to go down. We was set up. The Most High told us to tell our people this, man. This is Babylon the Great, the Bible speaks of. Did you vote? Oh, see, that's where you go wrong. That's where you go wrong. You didn't know no better. The scriptures say you're not supposed to vote for the damn devil. Because that's what the so-called white man is. Do you believe that he's the devil? So why do you vote then, sister? Come on, you know the white man's the devil and you vote, man. You gotta get it right. You gotta get it right. I understand where you're coming from, but listen right here. Joe Biden and Donald Trump, they're the same wings of the same bird. Left and the right. All right? They're doing the same thing, just in a different way. One calls himself a Republican, one calls himself a Democrat. They all part of this system. And this system has done nothing but destroy us, sister. And it's going to, and guess what? Joe Biden might be the one, if he gets the inauguration date, he might be the one to declare, all right, martial law upon your areas, all right, and put our people in concentration camps. All we saying is, sister, is this. Get your mind up out of America. This is not our rest. We were sent here, we were brought here for punishment from the Heavenly Father. We got to get right with the Heavenly Father. That's what we're saying out here. Joe Biden is not the answer. Donald Trump is not the answer. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is the answer. Now you voted, granted, all right? That don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. Okay? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon.
That's right. That's what our people are. They're into what? What's perverseness? Don't you know homosexuality is perverse? LGBTQ, that's perverse. Lesbianism, that's perverse. But yet you got a lot of our people into that. Go on, brother. Y'all about to tell us that. Yeah, you know. All right? So make sure your husband get in order. Tell your husband about the Israelites that he got to repent. Tell him you got to repent, sweetie, or else we going to be in big trouble. Tell your husband that, all right? All right. Go ahead.
This Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions.
Yeah, that's what we out here doing. Did we not do the spirit? Did we not just tell, shalom, bro. We just told a Judite woman that came up here, she was cool through the spirit. You know, she voted, but nonetheless, what the hell do you expect? You know what I'm saying? But that's what we out here telling our people. I told her through the spirit, you tell your husband that he got to repent. Because, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Our people out here refuse to repent, man. All right, what do we mean by repent? That means to feel sorry, to know that you're doing something wrong. You go into the laws, like the dietary law, that's the very foundation right there. What do you eat? What are you eating? You know what I'm saying? We got to start basic with Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And then we can get into the deeper things. That's why I asked her, you eat pork? She said, no, good. You eat shrimp? She said, no, good. I was kind of surprised. You know what I'm saying? But we got to, do that sometimes. Because Jake don't even know how to eat right, bro. Stop eating. Once you stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and you was eating it, that's repenting. Once you stop doing it. You do other things that's not right, you stop doing it. That's what repenting is. Because you're showing the Lord that, damn, I was wrong, that's not right. I'm going to stop doing, I'm going to change my ways. Like the scriptures say, amend your ways. All right? But a lot of niggas will justify them eating pork. Justify them doing this. Justify them doing that. Go ahead, bro.
This is Hebrews 10:26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
Right, see? And that's why we out here, because we got to tell our people, look, this is where you're going wrong, and this is where you need to correct yourself. All right, she got the memo. Now, through the spirit, I told her what she should do. Told her husband that he got to get right. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we can do. Now the blood is off our hands. The water, how about you know how shy, man? Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 19:1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
One more time, brother. One more
This is
time.
Isaiah 19:01.
Yeah.
It says the burden of
The
Egypt.
burden of Egypt, which is also synonymous in prophecy with Babylon. All right. You go to Revelation, the book of Revelation, the 11th chapter and the 8th verse. All right. This is the Egypt that we speaking of prophetically. America is that Egypt. And the burden of Egypt is that it's going to be destroyed. The Most High is going to send a judgment upon it by way of fire. Now, he said he rideth upon a what? A cloud, right? And that cloud is a so-called UFO, a chariot. That's how the Lord is coming back, pursuant to 2nd Ezra, the 13th, and I believe the 2nd chapter. All right, go ahead.
It says, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt.
He shall come in. So the Lord is coming back into the place, all right, prophetically known as Sodom and Egypt. Okay, which is here in America. Go ahead.
It says, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
Yeah, the idols, man. You got all kinds of different idols set up. For example, you got something called an obelisk. An obelisk was a structure that was built in ancient Egypt to commemorate, all right, phallic worship. All right, pretty much left-hand side worship. That's where you get the Mason compass from, man. All right, 33 degrees above, 33 degrees below, something like that. All right, the male and the female, you know, anatomy, worshiping that. That's what this whole thing goes into, man. Go ahead.
It says, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
In the heart, the mind of Egypt is going to melt. Literally, the Most High is going to burn this place up. The Most High is going to bring fire unto this place. Literal fire. All right, from the chariots and from the nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Right, and that's what's happening, man. The Democrats and the Republicans. The Democrats and Republicans, man. Those are the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And through the Spirit, Yahweh Shai, man, the Lord causes more tension to brew up to where this thing explodes into anarchy. All right, pray for that. All right, pray that Yahweh Shai allows this thing to blow over to the point where anarchy breaks out in these streets, man. All right, we're talking about the Proud Boy militia. We're talking about Antifa. We're talking about the Bugaloos. All right, we're talking about the NFAC. We're gonna see how much you NFAC is, man. We're gonna see how much they NFAC is.
Exactly.
We're gonna see how much you NFACing, niggas. Not fucking around, crew. We're gonna see how much you're not NFACing, man. All right. Yahweh Bashimel Sharatizah, man. Lord willing tonight, all hell breaks loose, man. God damn it. The hell with America, man. This place has brought us nothing but heartache and pain and suffering and oppression, man. You damn stupid niggas. And I pray all you niggas that voted and in your heart of hearts you truly believe that there's hope for America through Joe Biden. I pray, and I seen a nigga with a big beard and he looked like he could pass for an Israelite brother. He had a fucking Biden mask on. A Biden mask on. Hope niggas like y'all, Yahweh Shemel Shai, kills your ass in the worst way possible. I'm talking about slow death. I ain't talking about you just get shot in the dome and you done. I'm talking about you getting tortured, you getting some heavy judgment on your asses, goddammit. You know the kind of shit that we had to go through for over 500 years here? And you niggas out here voting? Talking about some damn Joe Biden? May Yahweh Shemel Shai destroy all you niggas. Trusting in Egypt. Free.
It says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his
Shut
neighbor.
the hell up, you damn Amalekite. Nothing but a damn Karzar, man. That's the Edomite demon. Go ahead.
It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother.
Beautiful, man. Lord willing, this is going to take place it's going to take place, man. Not very, it's going to take place in this time, damn it. Very soon. What we reading right now, the Democrats against the Republicans, the leftists against the right, the liberals and the conservatives. Get that in Durham. I wanted to kind of read more in Isaiah 32. It says the vile man shall no longer be called liberal. Because who's vile? Damn, Joe Biden is a known pedophile, man. He's a pedophile. This dude is a pedophile, bro.
They caught him multiple times, like with pictures, like just trying to push little girls.
Yeah, bro. Not pictures, brother. It's actual videos, bro. There's actual videos on it, brother. He holding, he makes sure he holding them and shit. This dude's a damn pedophile, bro. You can tell when the cameras go off and they're in their own thing. Bro, come on, man. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, this is who you elected. This is who you elected to be the president. Supposedly, you voted for. Go ahead.
Isaiah 32 verse 5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal.
Look, man, Donald Trump is a vile person. Okay? He was backing Epstein, man. That was his buddy. You know? Epstein was Donald Trump's buddy. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden is a vile person, man. All right? Go ahead.
Nor the churl said to be bountiful.
Nor the churl, a churl is a scoundrel, man. A low life piece of shit, man. Yeah, peasant, when you look up the word scoundrel, it goes into a real decrepit, low level type of individual, man. That's what Joe Biden is, that's what Donald Trump is. You know why? Because they're Edomites. You understand that? They're Edomites. And you know, it's funny because I was doing some studying. Don't you know that Esau, he separates Esau in the Bible dictionary from Edom? Wow. He separates Esau and Edom in the Bible dictionary. He separates them. They're not even part of the same definition. Esau and Edom is two different. Why is that? They're trying to run away from what they truly are, but it's being revealed. It's actually undeniable now. You can't deny it. Like, damn, these got to be the Edomites. Read.
Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Democrats and Republicans, go ahead.
And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor.
The Proud Boys, the NFAC, the Antifa, the BLM. What other groups they got out there? Yeah, BLM.
Yeah, they got all different types of sects.
They got all kinds of other shit out there. Hey, that's what the scripture's talking about. Go ahead.
And it says, check this out.
Yeah.
City against city.
City against city, man. You know, they got this BS that was going on with this whole voting thing, man. They said, stop the count. Stop the count because, you know, this city and this county and that county is not counted yet. And, you know what I'm saying?
You couldn't even go to certain neighborhoods if you like, you know, that person people for Biden and they had
That's right,
Trump.
That's right. Go.
It says,
Go ahead, what you were saying.
oh yeah, well, you can't go to certain, you know, before the presidential election, you couldn't go to certain places if you were for the other party. Because people are actually getting violent.
Right.
You see what's going on?
See
And that's going into 2 15th chapter, sedition amongst men. Same thing in Isaiah the 19th chapter, city against city. What's that talking about? It's not talking about the land, but the people against other people. Citizens against citizens.
Hey, this is happening. Go ahead, bro.
It says kingdom against kingdom.
We're living in these times, bro. We're living in these times, man. We're living in these times where these things are coming to pass. Go ahead.
It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail.
The spirit of Egypt, and you know what Egypt means? Egypt means bondage. All right, you go to Exodus, I believe, the 20th chapter. In the second verse, it says Egypt was the house of bondage to the Israelites. All right? So the Lord is about to break us out of bondage. But you niggas is voting wanting to stay in bondage. But then you look at it as, shalom, brother. You look at it as it's freedom. You look at voting as freedom but you're in bondage. You trusting in oppression. You know what I'm saying?
I got something real quick. Let me finish this up and go back. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof.
I will destroy the council. What's the council? What is their council, man? All right, the council is believing that getting Donald Trump out of office is going to be better for the American people. That's their council. See, if Trump stays in there, America's going to go to hell. That BS. But can't they, that's pro-Trump, say the same thing about Biden and Democrats? Of course they. That's the count. The council is BS. This place is going down inevitably.
That's right.
Don't matter who's in office. Don't matter what party has the goddamn White House. Because guess what? If you was paying attention to the damn debates, you would know that the damn Democrats, all right, excuse me, the Republicans run the Congress. It's a Republican Congress. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna go up in there with a Republican Congress, man.
It says, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards.
That's what that's what a lot of people are doing, man. All right? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're heavy into witchcraft, man. All right? You got some out there in the islands, all right? They call Obia. All right? Yeah?
Then the Black Lives Matter.
Oh, the Dominican Republic, Brujeria, Santeria, Voodoo. You know what I'm saying? But on another note, in this system, you trusting in the system, you trusting in witchcraft. Because this system has been set up on witchcraft. Look up Adam Weishaupt in 1776, man. That's how this place was founded. It was founded on witchcraft, man. Go ahead.
Also, the Black Lives Matter, they openly say they perform necromancy.
Beautiful point. Beautiful point. That's it. That's it.
So, all that sorcery that you know these people are doing, especially so-called Black Americans, they gonna fail right in front of you, man. And you can see the true power that's been in power the whole time. But by the time then, it's gonna be at the end of the word. I got something real quick.
Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 15, and I'm gonna start with 5. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Hey, man, the plagues, man. You got the coronavirus, 19. You got coronavirus, man. Plagues upon the world, man. Go ahead.
It says the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's what's about to happen to America in a big way. These things are coming to America in a big way. You understand? Go ahead.
It says, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
For what? No, brother. No, brother. Peace, love, and happiness and justice. What's polluted the earth?
For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
See? Wickedness, man. That's why this place is so damn out of order and disarray. That's why everything is so damn jacked up. That's why you can't get a decent, it's gonna sound funny, you can't get a decent piece of chicken out here, man. You know Jake loves chicken, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't get a decent, you know what I'm saying, so-called woman. Alright, because all of these, really, they're not even people, these things walking around out here with spandex on, they're females, alright? That, you know what I'm saying, that was born with vaginas and shit. You can't even call them women.
Right.
They're fucking monsters, man. Because of the wickedness that's been going on for so goddamn long, man. You can't get nothing that's pure in this damn society, man. This place is fucking tainted, filthy, stinks, defiled, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, because the work on
Serving, brother.
They don't
They ain't
serve.
no fucking service. You kidding me, bro? Bro, first of all, Just look at the very fact that the mentality of them is you got to talk to them.
Yeah.
You can't say, they can't say hi to you first. You got to say hi to them first.
Right.
That's not a servant mentality.
And then if you want to marry him, what do you got to do?
Oh, bro, forget about it. You got to get on one knee,
You gotta get
and
on
you
one-
got to buy the bitch.
So you gotta worship them.
You got to buy the bitch a $25,000 diamond ring.
And then give him more than half of everything.
Brother, that's why through the spirit I said what I said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wickedness, man. It's all wickedness, man.
Yeah.
The Lord's going to destroy this shit. It's not supposed to be like that in the natural order. It's the product of America, man. Read.
It says, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more touching their wickedness, which they performly commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Wickedly exercise themselves, man. That goes without saying, man. Because these people live lives of depravity. Let's just call it like it is. You live lives of depravity. All right? You live lives of inordinate lust. You know what I'm saying? You live lives of filth. You know what I'm saying? He said naughty lives. Yeah. That's what you live. You don't live lives you don't live clean lives. You live fucking dirty ass lives, man. You motherfuckers is fucking pieces of shit, man. You gotta call it like it is. Read. And then you got we got one coming right by us. You got people with our women is defiled with all kinds of demons on them, man. You see her, right? Coming. You can just tell she got all kinds of demons on her, man. She's through. Through, bro. Like, how you gonna be able to try to deal with something like that? You can't deal with that, bro. They're through, bro. Read.
It says, therefore, it says, neither will I suffer them in those things which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood cried unto me, and the soul.
This is what America has produced, Flocky, brother. You gotta, sometimes, man, it just happens that way, bro. This is what America has produced, man. Just totally through them. Through them, brother. Totally through them, bro. We gotta get delivered out of here by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, man. There's nothing here, bro.
Nothing.
There's nothing here, bro.
There's no hope. There's nothing.
Read, bro.
It says, and the souls of the just complain continually, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
And that's beautiful, because that's what the Lord promised unto his elect. You see? The Lord promised that unto his elect, that he's going to avenge them, man. He's going to avenge his elect. That's what we need.
That's what we're waiting for.
That's what we waiting for. We waiting to be avenged, man. You niggas think that Joe Biden being in office is going to avenge you? You fucking dumb, stupid, Sambo coon-ass niggas. You Sambo coon-ass niggas. That's what you are. If you voted, you a Sambo and a coon. If you voted for Trump or Biden, you stupid, dumb coons.
God.
You had a line over here about a few weeks back, right?
Yeah.
A bunch of damn Sambos and coons out here voting.
Yeah.
For the next oppressor. Alright? That's why y'all people are perfectly set up for the okie doke. You perfectly set up to take that vaccine and then you're gonna take that chip.
God.
Read, brother.
It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
You are led as a flock to the slaughter voting for Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Alright? You got these militias, alright? These Edomites, these so-called white people that's been training all their damn lives for things for these types of days, man.
Because it's like it. And the reason why they're gonna fight to death to not have Joe Biden come in, I was listening to it last night. There's another militia that said Joe Biden was taking the first and second amendment. The second amendment is the guns. And what was Esau blessed with? Once you take away Esau's sword, he's gonna fight.
Oh yeah,
bro,
you can't
that's
take his
blessing,
blessing
bro.
away. Yeah, that's his blessing.
These people,
That's all he got.
bro. That's all they got. This is this is it. This is I'm watching over. This is really it,
beautiful,
man.
brother.
This is
That's
really
beautiful,
it. I mean, through the spirit.
Nah,
bro.
brother, come on, brother. You ain't wrong, brother. You on point. You on point, bro. Hey, that's a beautiful point, bro. Hey, man, if Joe Biden indeed tries to makes that push, which Trump tried to do it, I guess, in certain ways. Obama tried to do it, but it didn't happen because it wasn't the time. But now we in a time where the economic situation of America is worse than ever.
Yeah.
The economic, I'll be watching, man, through the spirit. The Epic Economist and the Atlantis Report, Epic Economist, Atlantis Report. Yo, man, this economy is in the worst state it's ever been in, bro. Ever in history.
You have Jake out there. They have forgotten the fact that they're still behind in their rent.
Yeah, bro, that's right.
So all you
Those
niggas out
evictions.
there that are caught up and worried about Joe Biden and Donald Trump voting, have you already forgotten the fact that you're still months behind in rent? Once that time comes where you would have to pay all that money back, you won't be able to. You would then be evicted.
Not even a third. You won't even be able to afford a third of that shit. Once that bill come in, boy, that shit is gonna be crazy on you niggas. And what's gonna happen? Your back's gonna be against the wall.
Right.
Your back's gonna be against the wall. You're gonna say, fuck this.
Yeah.
What's going on with Joe Biden? What's going on with, America? You stupid dumb niggas. And then you're gonna fucking die. The Lord said when your calamity come upon you, I will not listen to you, man. I will not hear your cries. Go ahead, brother.
Real quick, is that they did realize too that if Biden gets supposedly put into office, if the Democrats get the Senate, what's going to happen is that they're going to increase tax.
Right, yeah, that's right.
They're going to increase tax.
What, like 60% or something?
Yeah, something like that.
It's some crazy number, man.
They're going to increase
a lot of
taxes,
taxes, bro.
especially upon the poor, rich, investors, whatever the case may be. And you niggas still don't get it, man. You still don't understand that this place is not your rest. Woe unto you that trust in Egypt, that go down to Egypt for help. You got it.
Nah, it's all right, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it's real quick.
Yeah.
It says right here, it says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
You're led to the flock to the slaughter. You're going in the slaughter, man. You're going, hell, you niggas is like sheep, right? And there's a wolf, Joe Biden. Joe Biden is your wolf and you're the sheep. He's gonna lead you into that damn, he says that it's a place where you're gonna be safe and secure, you're gonna have your own shit, a big ass fucking castle looking shit. On the outside looks beautiful, on the inside is a bunch of torture chambers. That's where you niggas is headed, man. You niggas on them sheep, Joe Biden's the wolf. He's leading you to this big plush looking building that looks like it's beautiful inside, but the inside looks like somebody saw. The dark winter, bro. Go ahead.
It says, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Yeah, the land of Egypt is dealing with prophetically here in America. Because America has become the new Egypt, okay? Remember, it means bondage. You niggas are sent here to be in bondage. All right? You believe in that lie that he's been pushing all these years, man. Love, liberty, peace, and happiness, freedom for all. I mean, damn. You niggas never learn. Go ahead, bro.
It says here, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof.
That's right. That's the elect that the Lord is going to deliver from these things. Okay? That's the elect. And he said he's going to destroy Egypt as he did before. You go into Jeremiah, right? I think it's the 16th chapter, and it's the 16th chapter where it says, "The Lord liveth, it shall not be said the Lord liveth." Yeah, let's get that. Because we're looking forward to deliverance, man. Because shit ain't gonna get no better out here. Got it?
16 and 15, right? This is Jeremiah 16 and 15.
Yeah.
But the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, liveth that brought up the children of Israel.
You can start over.
14, 14, looks like.
Right.
This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right, because the ancient Egypt, all Israel came up out of there. The Lord delivered the whole entire nation, 12 tribes. Okay? But it's not going to be so in this time, because it's going to be so much Israelites going to be getting killed.
Yeah.
So many Israelites are going to die. They're going to die, bro. That's going to make this time so special. Because it's going to be like, damn, am I next? Lord, am I going to get fucking got out here, man? This shit crazy. Okay, go ahead, brother.
It says 15. This is Jeremiah 16 and 15. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
The land of the what? North. North America, man. We were brought here to North America from cargo slave ships, all right? And all kinds of atrocities was committed on our people, and they will continue to be rebellious, man. Just from the atrocities alone committed against us, our people should be willing to get out of here, man. But instead, they forgive and they forget, so to speak. All right, that's Sambo Coon's spirit. The Lord said, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. You don't want payback for what's been done to your forefathers and mothers? You don't want payback for that? You just, let it be? Yeah,
It says, and from all the lands where he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Yep. And the land is the land of Israel. The Lord is going to bring us into Israel. We're not going to go into Israel on our own volition, on our own merit. All right, and try to say we are the real Hebrew Israelites and we deserve this land. Esau fucking kill your ass.
Amos chapter 9, verse 14. And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel.
The Lord said, and I will. He's going to do it. How he's going to do it? By way of chariots. The Lord said that it's going to be New Jerusalem coming out of heaven. How's that going to be so? The people, the elect, that's going to be in them chariots, going to come down back into the earth, and the Lord's going to give them the land. That's New Jerusalem being put back into Jerusalem, man. By the chariots. Go ahead.
I will bring the captivity of my people of Israel.
The Lord said he will do it, not you. It don't matter if you got a damn gun, or 2, or 3, or 4. And you try to buy a sword and sell your garment. You know what I'm saying? That damn spirit is off. We're not trusting in no damn guns up here. We're not trusting in that shit up here, man. We're trusting in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's it. Read.
They shall build away cities.
They shall build the way cities. Who's that? The other nations. Those that are going to be in slavery under Yahushua and the 144,000. Go ahead.
And inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. And I will plant them upon their land.
I will plant them upon their land. The Lord said, I will do it. You're not going to go over there. That's why you simple-minded jakes that went out there years back following, what was his name? Ben Ami the water, brother. Yeah, I totally forgot his name. Ben Ami Carter. All right? You jakes that went out there to Dimona, Israel on a damn nuclear plant. All right? claiming, hey, they out there still, bro. Have you fulfilled that scripture? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You did not fulfill that scripture at all. Because the Lord did not bring you there. You went there on a damn, whatever plane you got on and put yourself there. Read.
It says, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land which I have given them, said the Lord Yahweh thy power.
That's right. That's when the new covenant is going to be 100% in play. The new minds and the new bodies that the Lord is going to give his elect upon deliverance, man. To not sin anymore. All right? Which is to break the laws, statutes, and commandments.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. The Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers. This is Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Right. So the Lord Yahweh, through his son Yahushua, will have mercy upon Jacob. Jacob represents the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. For the fusion of faces. Just like foreigners, excuse me. Okay? The elect of you. Then ultimately all Israel shall be saved. As it is written, go ahead.
And will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
And set them in their own land. What land is that referring to? The land of Israel. Because this also proves that right now we are not in our own land, but rather in the land of our captives. We are yet this day in our captivity, subject to payments, subject to the laws, that is the unrighteous decrees of our captors, who are the Edomites and the 100 heathen nations. Okay? Alright?
And the strangers shall be joint with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right, and the strangers are the Israelite foreigners, okay, that are scattered among the heathens. Okay? The elect of the nation of Israel. Ultimately. Alright?
Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
Right, and the house of Israel are going to possess as joint heirs, beginning with the elect of the nation of Israel, with our Lord Yahushua, other heathen nations as slaves in the land of Israel. We read about those heathen nations in the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter. The chief of them being the Edomites, the so-called Caucasians, beginning with their elites. And their elites are going to be the first fruits of slavery. Okay, go ahead.
It says, for servants and handmaids,
Servants and handmaids. Right?
and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, because it is a righteous thing with Yahweh Yahushua for us to recompense those that had troubled us. Did not our enemies or captives trouble us even to this very day? Putting us under load of stress. You gotta pay a lot of rent. You gotta get up early in the morning to go to work. You gotta pay, man, I have to pay child support. Just wicked. You know? A whole lot of different things, man, that our enemies, our captors have done unto us, which the Lord will recompense unto them double. Right?
It says, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they shall rule over their oppressors. So the elect of the nation of Israel, along with ultimately all Israel, will rule over their oppressors and will double unto their oppressors, double which they had done unto us, when we were captives. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 3, it says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
Right, and the Lord is going to give us rest once he destroys the kingdom of Esau, Edom, and deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, giving us those new bodies and then putting us within the land of Israel. Okay? Right?
And from thy fear and from thy hard bondage.
Right, because right now we're still in hard bondage. Right now we're still under subjection to our oppressors, and the Edomites, the heathen nation. The Edomites are the so-called Caucasians. Okay? The wicked that the Bible speaks of. Right?
Wherein thou was made to serve.
That's right.
So 2 Thessalonians 1:6.
Right.
Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Right, so it is a righteous thing with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to recompense, which means to pay back them, which is our enemies, the heathen nations, written up in Psalms, the 83rd chapter, tribulation for all the things that they have done unto us. And we are going to do unto them again double. Right? They can give me Psalms 75 up the church. This is about the cup.
This is Galatians 6 verse 7. It says, "Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap."
Right, so the Lord is saying here to be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. And the thirds of the nation of Israel, as well as the wicked, continuously mock Yahweh by scorning at his words. But the Lord is saying, be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man sow, and the word sow is scatter, what do men scatter? Seed. And even myself, scatter nothing but seeds of destruction, death, confusion, chaos, disorder, through feminism, through democracy, idolatry, sodomy, bestiality, adultery. All these things have the wicked sold across the four corners of the earth, and therefore they're going to reap. Oh, and bloodshed. That's one of the biggest one, bloodshed. The Lord is saying that what? Look at Ezekiel 35. Since you love to shed blood so much, likewise the blood pursue you. Meaning that everything that you've done, you're going to receive double for it. Can you read it one more time?
Galatians 6 and 7, it says, "Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap."
Right, and one of the things that we sow for our iniquities against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is slavery under our oppressors. And our oppressors, seeing that they have put us in subjection unto them, that's what they're going to reap. Because the Lord told us in the book of Revelation, 13 verse 9, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. There is the patience and the faith of the saints." That's enough.
This is Psalms 10 verse 2. It says, "The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor."
Right, and the wicked in his pride, because the wicked, Esau Edom, is extremely proud, man. And the Lord said in the book of Obadiah that the pride of thine heart had deceived thee. Yet the wicked in his pride had persecuted the poor. Who is the poor? The elect of the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Undersigned. How are they oppressors? Their unrighteous decrees. Okay?
It says, "Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined."
Right, so let them be taken in their devices that they imagine. So they ultimately imagine to exterminate the nation of Israel. But little do they know that they're going to be the ones to be exterminated by the nation of Israel. After serving 1,000 years of rigorous, hardcore slavery under the nation of Israel, man.
So they also what, slavery? That was one of the devices. They always wanted the nation of Israel to show Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They actually wanted to switch places. Right? We were what, the ones on top, right? They were the ones on the bottom. Now, since the Most High, because it was the Most High that gave them their basis of them, that position, right? He wanted to flip-flop it, which was allowed by the Most High, and have us on the bottom and stay there. He not only wanted us to stay at the bottom, he wanted us, your ultimate goal is to totally get rid of us, man. But the Most High is not going to allow it, right? That's what
I got a piece of that. This is Psalms 83. What?
That's great.
Oh, you read that?
Yeah, just quoted it.
Okay. It says, "Keep me not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace. Be not still, O Yahweh Shah, for lo thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right, and that's what these Edomites have done and are doing as we speak. They've taken crafty counsel together with their magi's, their warlocks, their necromancers, and their soothsayers, how to exterminate ultimately the nation of Israel through their pride that's inflated, man, which had deceived their heart, their mind, into making them think that they're greater than what they are. When in fact, according to the scriptures, they're nothing but the basis of men. Before they came back into power to the time of the Renaissance, they were in the caves, man. When you go on YouTube, you type in a video called The Whitakers. That's a good example of how Esau Edom used to be in the caves, man. You know, like a dog. You know, the dog is barking and he's, you know, grunting.
I understood the dog better than I understood that. I forget his name, but I understood the dog better.
Yeah,
the dog was like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up.
Verse
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember did a video on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And that's what the Edomites, they tried to do. Once when the Babylonians came and they sacked Jerusalem and they took to the captive, they took that opportunity into saying, you know what, let's exterminate Israel. Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick, this is Jeremiah 17:4.
Because that's always been the goal of Esau Edom. They always wanted to exterminate the nation of Israel because of jealousy. And going back to their forefather Esau, who had sold his birthright to our forefather Jacob. That's why you Edomites do the things that you do, because you're jealous of the fact that we are the chosen and you are not.
Well, Jeremiah 17:4 says, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
And that's what happened. We discontinued from our heritage due to our disobedience and our rebelliousness against Yahweh Shah. Therefore, we were sent into captivity under our oppression, the chief of the Esau Edom over here in the mark of Babylon the Great. That's why we're in this predicament, because of our rebelliousness. But now the elect of the nation of Israel has awoken back to who they are as a nation of people according to the scriptures. That being the Israelites.
Yeah.
And the name of our power is be Yahweh the Father and Yahweh Shah the Son, our Lord.
And go back to Psalm 53, it says, they have said, let us cut them, let us come. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance. And just to add, man, all you nations, that's what I was saying, all you nations did that, man. That's it. See, these heathens, they think that they see Esau coming out, and the Chinese think they're gonna come up next in power. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heathens, y'all done had y'all turn scattering the Israelites, man. You know, like the scripture said, they part my land asunder, you know, parted my land, you know, they spoiled Israel. Y'all done had y'all go around, man. Now it's time for the Lord to raise us up to do things right this time around. You know, and all you nations are going into captivity, man. What the hell? You know, Esau gonna go down, there's gonna be an endless cycle of us being in slavery. Because anyone you heathens rise up in power, you ain't gonna allow us to go to establish our kingdom either, man. Yeah. So that ain't gonna happen. You're gonna have us in slavery all over again, just like during the time of the book of Judges. Because you them same heathens coming back, man. You know, so now it's our time to put our foot up your ass, man.
That's right.
All you heathens are gonna get it. You know, and after that 1,000 years, after our kingdom is built, and you get your lands back, you're gonna pay tribute unto us, man. You know, all the way the scriptures are set up is gonna be passed unto you. You're gonna have to keep the laws, man. You're gonna keep the holy days. You know, if you sin, you're gonna get judged according to your sins.
That's right.
Okay? So the tables are gonna turn, man. And ain't gonna be no mercy the way the Lord had grace on Israel, we ain't gonna have grace on the heathens, man. You know, you go off, you're gonna get judged according to the scriptures, period, man. The Lord is having grace on Israelites that, you know, because, you know, I say that because of Apostle I made the show.
Yeah.
Now, which is a good lesson, of course, you know what I mean, about the sacrifices and all that. You know, not to get into details, but the Lord had mercy on us in this time around, man. We ain't gonna have that same mercy like the Lord love us. That ain't gonna happen. You know, we just say it like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just say it like that.
Because the word grace means favor.
Yeah.
And the Lord said that these different nations are nothing other than a drop that falls from a
Spittle,
bucket.
yeah.
Spittle.
Yup. That's right, bro. Yup. It says, verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, the Hagarenes, Gobal, and Ammon, and Amalek, and the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Right. So from the Edomites, so-called Caucasian race, to the Ammonites, the so-called Japanese, the Moabites, the so-called Chinese, the Hagarenes, which are Hamites, Ishmaelites, water. The Hagarenes are Ishmaelites, the Philistines are Hamites, all right? All those nations are confederate and want to destroy, beginning with the chief of the Esau Edom. They want to destroy and exterminate us, the nation of Israel. Okay? But that's not going to happen.
This is Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the children of Edom. In the day of Jerusalem, you said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Oh,
That's the first.
yeah, you know, that's these Edomites, man. Because from the time these Edomites came out of the womb, there was a perpetual, really, before the womb, there was a perpetual hatred, man. All right, and that stuff, that's never gonna go away. And that's the same type of spirit that the Edomites have these times, man. What is this gonna happen? All right, when these militias want to get busy, all right, and want to take over the government. They coming after you, you so-called Black Americans, man. That's the first people that coming after you, man. Because the way they put it, they put the face of Joe Biden with Jake, man. All right, because we're the target, man. At the end of the day, we're the target of the elites.
And speaking of that, now they're saying that so-called Kamala Harris is the first so-called black in such a position like that. She's a tear.
They are.
Maintenance team.
Yeah, you'll be the president of maintenance. You know?
There you go.
I got something else. This is Psalms 10. It says, the wicked in his pride, this is Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. The wicked in his pride. Who's the wicked? When you go back to Malachi chapter 1, verse 4, it talks about Esau Edom, which is the wicked and the born of wickedness. So it says the wicked in their pride doth persecute the poor. Who's the poor? When you go to Revelation 2 and 9, it says, I know thy poverty and tribulation, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which said they are Jews and are not, while the synagogue is Satan. Yeah, at that time was talking about our people, but it's twofold this time, man. Because you got people in synagogues right now proclaiming that they're the Jews, but they're not. And guess what? You damn Amalekites, all right, you so-called Jewish people, talking about you guys are suffering. How the hell are y'all suffering? But you guys control the whole world. And then you want to say, well, those are the Zionists. You guys are all the same people, man. You guys are all the same people. You're the same people that's plotting against the children of Israel, man. Okay? That's the end-all be-all. The end-all be-all is that they want the children of Israel exterminated and chipped.
In Jeremiah 25, verse 15, it says, for thus said the Lord power of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand.
Right. So the fury of the Lord Yahweh is being likened unto a wine cup. What's within a wine cup? Wine. So the Lord is saying to Jeremiah, take this wine cup from my hand.
says, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand,
My hand, go ahead.
and cause all the nations to whom I send you to drink it.
Right, so the Lord has sent Jeremiah, which ultimately represents the prophets today, onto the nations to give them the wine cup of his fury to drink. Go ahead.
It says, and they shall drink and be moved and be mad.
And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the fury of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is being likened unto wine. Go ahead.
It says, because of the sword that I will send among them.
You got it. Once you got it. Can you tell me how to read that part again and how they should drink and be moved?
It says, and they shall drink and be moved.
Right, when you drink wine, right, it starts to set in, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially a person that drinks a lot of wine, what happens when they drink over time, and not drinking more, their inner feelings start coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when a person gets intoxicated, that's what the Most High is doing to the so-called white man and the other nations. Their true feelings, their true intentions are really coming out. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they're being moved. Right now, they're being moved to show their true intentions, what they really are about, what they really want to do. And they'll be moved and be what? Mad. Because the so-called white man in his heart of hearts, he knows that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of, and he knows that he hates you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans to the utmost, and he knows he wants to destroy you, all right? And if he can't have the blessing, nobody can have it. That's their mentality, all right? So they're going to do everything in their power to try to keep the blessing away from Israel, man. So that's how they're being moved and mad. All right, they're going all out. They're going to go all out. All right, but Yahweh Shem Shai got a standard with his elect, man. You got a standard that he's going to live. Right, the rage.
It says, and they shall drink and be moved and be mad,
Right.
because of the sword that I will send among them.
Right, because of the sword that Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai, is going to send among the heathens. In the form of the judgments that the Lord is going to bring upon the earth. Because guess what? Not only will mainly Jacob, Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans suffer from the trials and tribulations of Jacob's trouble, but you heathens as well, because you're going to be caught up in that mix. But mainly, it's going to affect Israelites. Okay?
It says, then took I the cup of the Lord's hand,
Right.
and made all nations to drink unto whom the Lord had sent me.
Right. Because now read that, Baba Shah. Hold that.
This is Psalm 75, verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup.
Right. For in the hand of the Lord Yahweh there's a cup. And the Lord commanded Jeremiah to take that cup and give it unto the heathen nations and let them drink and be moved and be mad. Because ultimately these heathen nations, they're going to be destroyed when the Lord destroys America, Babylon the Great. Great amount of them that's going to be over here in this land. And after that, they're going to be put into subjection under the nation of Israel as slaves, man. That's another reason why they're going to be mad, because they're going to be put as slaves under the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
And the wine is red.
The wine is red. Go ahead.
It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
All the wicked of the earth. And the chief of the wicked being the wicked, Esau, Edom. Followed by the heathen nations. Followed by 2/3 of the nation of Israel that's going to be destroyed in this generation. But this is referring to the heathen nations. They're going to drink that wine that's going to be without mixture, all the way down to the very dregs. Okay, you probably start read verse 27 and 28.
Right. Jeremiah 25, verse 27. It says, therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall.
Right, so here's cup toast. Drink ye and be drunken.
It says, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall.
And spew fall. Why? Because of all the hell that the Lord Yahweh through His Son Yahushua is going to bring upon you heathens, man. Okay? Read that part again.
It says, therefore, therefore, thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts,
Right?
the Most High of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and foam.
Right, because when you're drunken, you're ignorant of what's going on in your surroundings. So you're subject to, falling, swinging, tripping, slipping, stumbling and tripping and slipping. Staggering. Yeah. Vomiting and all that shit. And that's all metaphors for all the hell that the heathen nations are going to catch under the nation of Israel. To the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. What?
It says, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and foam, and rise no more.
And rise no more. Because once you heathen nations fall to our Lord Yahweh Shai when He returns, like it says in Revelation 19, you're not going to rise anymore. You're going to be slaves under the nation of Israel. What?
It says, because of the sword which I will send among you.
In the form of destruction, in the form of the thermonuclear destruction. That's slavery. What? Yeah.
It's Hebrews 7:006 is Hawa. It is and it says to vomit up, disgorge, spew, primitive root to vomit.
Vomit. And hey, guess what? These Edomites, all the riches that they stole, they're going to vomit it all right back up. Like it says in Job 20th chapter.
And then when you go into vomiting, right, that means your body has taken too much alcohol and is trying to purge all of it out. That means in order to vomit, you got to be drinking a lot of motherfucking alcohol. Right? And that's what America's doing. That's what Esau's going to do. It tells you that they're going to drink and be drunken, man. Now, it's one thing to be tipsy at night. You know what I'm saying? But to be drunk to the point where your body has to self-medicate and physically, without your will, against your will, and excrete or whatever, all the alcohol out, man, that's a lot of alcohol you got to drink to do that. Yeah. But that's a metaphor. That's a metaphor for what the Most High is going to do, man. He's going to allow Esau, right, and the other nations to take down all those curses, man, because that's what that wine represents. It refers to it as what? A cup of fury, man. Okay, and that's what the Most High is going to unleash upon all these nations. But the number one who's going to get the brunt of it is Esau.
Hey, we drinking that cup. And if it's hard for you to imagine what we're saying, just look at our captivity. Or times it by 2. You know what I mean? Or times it by, a numerous amount. Because what we went through is the same exact cup. The Lord is going to have the heathens drinking that cup, man. And it's going to be intensified because we're going to have spiritual powers. We're going to have the law, statutes, commandments written in our inward parts, and the judgments are going to be executed perfectly, man. We're not going to have to go and open a book to decide, what law we're going to execute based off of a certain sin. It's going to be second nature, first nature.
Right. And another scripture says in Job chapter 20, verse 22, that in the fullness of his sufficiency, Esau's sufficiency,
I got both of
the
them.
hegemony.
So I can get Job 20 first. I'll get that first.
Yeah.
I'll start at 4. Job 20 and 4, it says, knowing thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Right, so knows this of old, that since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short. And again, the wicked is the Edomites. And the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment, because these Edomites, they're the ultimate hypocrite. They really believe that they're going to continuously remain in a state of power, in a position of power. But the scripture says that the inward thought is that their house shall continue forever. But that's one of those illusions that they have because of their pride.
Right. It says, verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds.
Right, though his excellency mount up to the heavens by way of his Space Force, the satellites. Though all these things mount up to heaven, go ahead.
It says, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung.
Right, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung. Because this man is the basis of men upon the planet Earth, man. Out of all the nations that the Most High made, he made Esau into the basis of men. Insignificant, just like shit.
To show his power.
To show his power. And to show that he sets up and puts into a very high power position whosoever he pleases for his will.
And that's saying because of God too, because for people to come out the caves
Yeah,
and not
bro.
rule the world, that shows like there is a power.
Exactly.
And then for us to be that top nation and to bring us to the state we are now, that also shows power.
Yeah.
And then to switch it back again,
That's
you know,
heavy,
come on, man.
Only a power can do that. God can do that.
See how people right now, it's gonna take a miracle to bring them.
Hey, well,
Things are possible.
prophecy, baby. This is verse 8.
Through the Most High, all things are possible.
Yeah.
Right.
Verse 8 says, no, it says, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Hey, where is he? How far this man dead? How far you gone? Because he's going to be exterminated. After 1,000 years of serving hardcore slavery, Esau Edom is going to be rounded up by the nation of Israel and exterminated, man. And the heathen nations that once looked up to him as being this great power, that won't see him anymore. They're going to say, where's he at? Who's Esau? Oh, shit, where's he at?
Like a joke to people, like making.
Yeah, he's going to be like a dream. Like it's going to say that.
Yep, it says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. He shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Right, he's going to fly away like a dream. And he's going to be chased away like a vision in the night. In other words, this man, he's going to be forgotten.
Yo, man, you're gonna be chilling in your kingdom one day, seeing all your kids, your wives, drinking some yayan. You're gonna be with the brothers, you know. And you're gonna be like, yo, remember the Edomites, right? Yo, and then drink some more wine.
And then drink some more. Yo, that's
Sounds
gonna
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful,
That's gonna
bro.
be beautiful.
Imagine, oh no, man.
Yo, that's what I was just thinking about that.
It's like, oh shit.
You got a whole.
You know what I just thought about? The Edomites.
Yo,
Everybody's gonna start laughing.
but imagine that though.
You're gonna bring forth a seed. You're gonna tell your son. Once upon a time, there was this vision called Esau.
Right.
They'll be exterminated. They'll be exterminated before you were born.
He didn't have no ability. Like, what? He had no ability.
Joshua, like, you mean like Mason Wayne's here? What is that game? How about
It's gonna be beautiful, bro. And that's the reward, man. You know. It says, verse 9, Job 29, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
And what's his place? Here in America, Babylon the Great. His rulership. It's not going to be found anymore because it's going to be destroyed by way of throwing nuclear fire.
Power seat as a ruler.
Right.
You know?
But speaking of that, that's a heavy
Yeah,
point.
it's
That's a
power,
heavy point.
power seat as a ruler because you got Esau ruling in certain places that's still gonna exist.
Yeah.
America is that top place, you know, the cup of the Lord, the golden cup, the top place of Esau, but you know, you still got these kingdoms where Esau dwell at in unison as a power structure like Great Britain, you know, that area. You still got Russia, you still got everybody there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that his place, his rulership as sitting on that throne is gonna be no more. You know? Like, yeah, like I'm reading again, like it says, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Like the scripture also say that he sit upon the congregation of Mount Zion. You know where he sits, his rulership. You know what I'm saying? In place of his kingdom, in other words, man. Ultimately he's America, but also his dominion period, man. Esau is ain't gonna be no damn throne for these damn devils no more, man. Yup. It says his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods.
And who's the poor? The poor is the nation of Israel. And the children of the wicked are going to seek to please the poor, just as they have been trying to do, and have been doing actually since the year began, through these different financial aids and different marches and all that, these different things for Jake. Their children are going to seek to please the poor, but that's not going to work.
Taking out Christopher Columbus' statue.
Exactly.
But let me read on. It says, verse 11, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, yet which shall lie down with him in the dust.
Yeah, so from the moment these devils are born to the moment up to the moment they die, they're nothing but embodiments of wickedness, wicked entities. You know what I'm saying?
Let me read on. It says, though his wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue.
Right, through his laws, the draconian laws, this unrighteous decrees. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment, righteous judgment, does not go forth, because the wicked will compass with the righteous. You have these devils prescribing gay rights into office, man. It's okay to be a transgender, so-called transgender. It's okay to commit bestiality. It's okay to marry a train station.
It's a lot here. There was a senator, the voting, electoral election, there was a senator, a congressman. That's a transvestite, the first ever. Only in Babylon. I don't know what it is or what it was before, but it's a transformer. The first ever, and people are esteeming that as something of an achievement. Only in Babylon. Only in Babylon will that be something of high esteem. Yes! The first transformer congressman woman thing. Only in fucking America, man. Madness.
And that proves that Americans roam all over again. They just doing what the Romans did, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of exercising for what? That's like exercising, the same practices of the first people, man. Because there were no homosexuals in Rome, man. They didn't hide it. There was boy lovers.
Yeah.
And it was open. So you start looking at it like, damn, well, this is my kingdom. Why I gotta hide who we really are? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck? Well, that's really how they thinking. You know what I mean? That's why it's coming out slowly. After they'll play, the mind on you people to slowly accept this shit. Now nobody's really gonna fuck, except for the men that are crying and signing. But nobody don't give a fuck to them. Oh, now they're saying, okay, yeah.
To each his own type
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they just being the Romans all over again. Yeah. Yup. It says, verse 13, though he spirit and forsake it not, but keep it within his mouth. Yet his
that's heavy. Though he's spirit, but still he still keeps him within his mouth. He might act as if, oh man, I'm for you. But secretly, this man is still plotting on how he's gonna destroy you through his unrighteous decrees.
It says, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asp within him.
Yeah, his meat is like his riches, things that are beneficial to him. So something that is meat is something that is beneficial. His bowels is his mind. So that which is beneficial within his mind is turned. What? Read that part again.
It says, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is gall. It is the gall.
It is gall. It became bitter. Go ahead.
Of asp within him.
Asp within him. Poison. Like poison.
It's a snake.
Yep. And that verse goes right into this verse. It says, he hath swallowed down riches,
That's it.
and he shall vomit them up again, because it's like damn, my stomach is turning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your bowel movements. You got that diarrhea feeling. You got to vomit. You got that. Yeah, you're getting that bubblies in your stomach. So what happened? He saw them be vomiting and shitting all his riches at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because vomiting is violent. It's violent, man. I know your stomach, you feel like you had to go, and then you vomiting, you just got fucked up. Because the meat, like you broke down, the meat is all the riches. Everything that he done took by force.
When you vomit, also you can't atonement. It's like
Of course not. It's involuntary. It's involuntary. So it says, yet his meat and his bowels are turned. It is the gall of ass within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
Yeah, because all the things that he had eaten, all the things that he had stolen, it became a stumbling block unto the Lord. Like the scripture says in the book of Sirach, gold have been of many, and in respect to much treasure. Because this devil had he's stolen so much that people in the world, they still have not a clue. But the elect of the nation of Israel that do know, understands that in the end, he's going to vomit all these things back up. But rightfully belongs to the nation of Israel.
It says, he shall suck the poison. Read that again. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
Yep.
The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him.
Yeah, the nuclear missiles are going to slay this devil, man. It's going to slay his enterprise. It's going to slay his kingdom, man. By way of thermonuclear fire. Okay? That's that poison that he's going to suck, man. Because poison is a very deadly thing. Right?
He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
Right?
This is New World Order. You know what I mean? It's New World Order. Like that's the peak of his kingdom. What the scripture referred to you as, or referred to as the land flow of milk and honey. That's the kingdom.
Yeah.
Because of the abundance of what's for the abundance and so on. You know, so Esau's kingdom is like that's gonna say, he shall not see the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see his kingdom, his New World Order. It says that which he labored for, he shall restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not.
Yeah, that's why the scripture says in the book of Habakkuk that this man, his desire is as large as hell and is as death, because he has a very insatiable nature. He could never have enough.
I have something else.
Let me finish this up before you get it.
Oh man,
It says, verse 20, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired.
yeah. So he's not gonna feel quietness in his belly. Why? Because all the stuff that he stole, that he took, he's gonna have to vomit all that back up, involuntarily, violently. So he's not gonna feel that satisfaction.
Yeah.
You know, he's not gonna reach the helm of his New World Order.
He said, he shall not save of that which he desired. What does Esau desire? That New World Order. He wanted to change. The peak of the New World Order is to have everybody check.
Yeah.
Because once you do that, that means you fully have everybody under your control.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That means there's nobody that you cannot control, because you will be able to control them financially.
Yeah.
You'll be able to track where they're at, where they're going, everything they're doing. You pretty much their lifeline at that point, man. So that's the pinnacle of Esau's so-called success, is establishing that New World Order. And he ain't gonna do it. You know, he ain't gonna effing do it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
He's gonna be in this position of difficulty.
Yeah.
That's why that within his belly is gonna be, you know, all messed up.
Yup. It says, he shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left.
Yeah.
Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Yeah, because nothing is gonna be left. After the Lord done destroy this man's rulership and puts him into slavery under the nation of Israel, he's not gonna have anything. All he's gonna be is a baseless slave with no inheritance. You're gonna be building our Lord's kingdom, with ultimately it's gonna be the nation of Israel, his kingdom, with the elect being joined to Israel, our Lord. But you Edomites, you're gonna be in rigorous, hardcore bondage, man.
Well, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency.
Right, when he's about to implement his New World Order to its final extent.
Yup.
We're in the process of it right now.
Oh yeah, we in it, man.
Yeah.
We in it, brother.
He's trying to fill his belly.
Yep.
You know, he's causing the world to, get used to the technology, smart cities, smart homes, you know what I'm saying? Right, cashless payments. We're in that process right now where he's about to, fill his belly.
In other words, he's eating already.
He's eating right now. And it's heavy that you bring that point out because they say this whole, after the COVID-19, the rich people they blew up.
Yeah.
They got more and more, they became billionaires, became billionaires and shit. Jeff Bezos, bro. That dude skyrocketed.
Yeah, he done surpassed everybody, man.
He skyrocketed in riches, man.
That's right, brother. And also what it did too was eliminated the middle class. You know what I'm saying? It eliminated the middle class, or it's eliminating the middle class. Because that's why Revelation 13 says, small and great, rich and poor. It ain't say nothing about, there ain't no in between. It was always either you rich or you were poor. You had some people that were borderline wealthy, if you think. You know what I'm saying? But Esau wants to eliminate that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And have no independent workers, no independent shops, moms, and pop businesses. Those would be the middle class people. So like you just said, the COVID-19, this whole pandemic destroyed.
It helped build their riches, man.
Yeah.
As far as like certain names that we just mentioned. The main goal that they have is to shut shit down to benefit them, man. All right. A lot of these stores are going out of business because why? They want to, like you said, eliminate the middle class. They don't want that in between. They want either the super rich or the poor. They don't want it to be no in between. And they're gonna have that total control by way of the system being implemented digitally. Because who's gonna benefit the most? Those that own the corporations that control, these transactions.
Right.
So we're in that process.
Yeah, and if you watch the movie Demolition Man, right?
Yeah.
There's movie, I guess it's Pizza Hut or Taco Bell.
It's a Pizza Hut.
It's Pizza Hut, right? They were saying that Pizza Hut was probably the only business that survived, through that transition of how it was when Wesley Snipes, before he got cryogenically frozen, to when he came back and was unfrozen. So it was a space and time. That's a bad movie, man. It's a badass movie. I seen it for the first time earlier this year. But yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. I'm glad I seen it when I seen it though, because everything just made more sense. So pretty much, in other words, Pizza Hut was one of the only businesses that survived, one of the only franchises that survived. And what they were saying, it was Taco Bell, Pizza Hut.
No, it was Pizza Hut.
It's one and two. It don't even matter, but it's one and two. It's one and two. But that goes to show you that that's what they're doing now. Because what's going to be the only franchise business to survive now? Any take a wild guess?
McDonald's and shit?
Amazon.
Oh,
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon will be that they trying to make. Huh?
Yeah, I was trying to.
That's the only franchise that can be left in this time?
That's what they
Oh
want.
yeah.
No.
In real life.
They trying to make Amazon that business. Amazon Go, Amazon Cashless, Amazon this, Amazon that. They trying to make Amazon that giant that's gonna just be there. Like they don't really need Walmart no more. Because anything you get at Walmart, you can order online at Amazon. Target, you know what I'm saying? Supermarkets, that's why they got Amazon Fresh.
They bought Whole Foods.
Hey, look at that.
They bought Amazon. That's why whenever you order something from Amazon as far as food, it's from Whole Foods.
Yeah, look at that, brother. So I just bring that up to show you the example of how Esau eliminating the middleman and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hey, bro, we jump back into scripture, man. Prophecy is blasting. So, this is Job chapter 20. It says 20 and 21. Then shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Right, so again, Esau, Edom, beginning with his head, conclude their New World Order agenda, which is to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. That mark is an RFID microchip, which is a mark of the beast, they shall be in straits in a position of difficulty. Why? The scripture is going to say.
It says, every hand of the wicked shall come up upon him.
Right. Now, when you go into the word wicked, I forgot the Hebrew word. Aimal, which means laborers. The water. It means laborers. And who are the laborers of the society? Who are the ones that built up the society? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians.
Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 5.
Right. You are the Israelites, or the ones that built up the city. The Israelites are the ones that are the laborers that the scripture here is referring to. You also have heathens that know that the chip is a mark of the beast, that are not in agreement with it, that are going to fight against their own kind. But ultimately, this is mainly referring to the Israelites, that are the laborers, that are going to cause this devil to be in a position of difficulty, because they're going to be fighting against it, those that are in the know. But you're going to have those that are willingly going to take the truth, because they've been pushing it through gradualism and psyops as a means of so-called convenience. Oh, look, you can open up your car door by waving your hands. You can open up your house or your office. You won't have to walk with a wallet or a key or something.
You're gonna have your medical records for your safety.
Right.
Right? You have a lost child. They're gonna promote it as a benefit. Yeah. We can track your lost. You never have to worry about a lost child, even though they're the ones fucking stealing it, making them in the next Big Mac.
Right.
Right? This is a benefit for you. This is something that you're gonna want. You can be super human. You can be able to access the internet.
See again.
Yeah. You can see what makes you see again.
Remember stuff better.
That's how they're gonna promote it, man. But really, it's gonna be, if you're an Israelite, that chip is for your detriment, man. The Most High already told you what's gonna happen if you take that mark, man. If you take that chip, Revelation 14th chapter, you're gonna burn with that chip, man. The Most High is gonna destroy you, right?
Exactly, brother. It says, verse 23, when he's about to fill his belly. Did I just read that one? No. When he's about to fill his belly.
That's a key point right there. When he is about to fill his belly is when he is about to conclude that new world order. That's that fullness of his sufficiency. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
By way of the thermonuclear missiles.
And it shall rain upon him while he is eating.
And it shall rain upon him while he is eating. Just like, you picture it, somebody's eating, they having the little curtain around their neck, the little suit and all that. You got the nice table, you got the fork and the knife, you cut the chicken or whatever, and then boom, out of nowhere. And that's what's going to happen when the Lord returns like a thief in the night, because these devils, they know that the Lord is coming back, but they don't know it specifically when. No one knows but the Father himself.
It's coming.
But it's coming. The prophets, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, on down to men of like mind, we see that the Lord is almost here, because the Lord gave us the signs. He said to what? When you're going to see wars and rumors of wars, or rumors of the people, earthquakes in diverse places, then you're going to know that he's there.
That's right. Yep, and it said when he's about to fill his belly, so World War III, like you mentioned, that means people are already going to be chipped.
Yep.
He's still going to be, chipping people. Things are going to be happening, and then Esau going to get involved in this world war, and then that's when all nukes are going to go off, man. So we can see it happening, bro. It's just that, and this right here proves to you that the RFID chip must be implanted.
That's right.
Before World War III happened, man.
That's right.
When he's about to fill his belly, when he damn near got a large population of the world chipped. And then it's going to happen quick, because the scripture says in Matthew 24, except those days be short, no flesh is going to be saved.
That's right.
That means if no days be short, Esau is going to kill all the elect. But that's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Esau would want to just do away with all the men that are on the streets prophesying. But that is not going to happen. That's another reason why we can see the Lord speeding this thing up just like that. Look at 2020. A year full of prophecies, man. Bro, I can't even imagine 2021, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Where is yet to come?
Yeah, with all that happened already. And then you got Creepy Joe, Sleepy Joe Biden. He said mark my words,
it's
you
right.
will rule on biometric scan and biometric implants and brain scans. And it's happening, man.
Sweden is a good example of almost their entire population is chipped. You got China,
India too.
India.
The Prime Minister of India said, I believe like a year ago, he wants a whole, I believe, either at that time or his goal in the near future is to have 90% cashless.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which he's damn near pretty close to it now, or if not surpassed it, right? He wants, and they're one of the leaders in that. Them, Sweden, you know?
Yep, it says, the Most High shall cast the wrath of his fury upon him, and it shall rain it upon him while he's eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon,
Missiles.
and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Or the ICBM nuclear missiles. They're going to strike him true. Right while he's eating. Unexpectedly. Right?
It is drawn and cometh out of the body.
And the body is nuclear silos. That's the body.
Yep. It says, yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of the gouge.
Right. The glittering sword, or referring to those ICBM nuclear missiles. Just like a sword, when it is drawn from a sheath and is raised in the presence of the sun, each light causes the sword to reflect great light and shine. That's how those missiles, once they get shot from the nuclear silos, are going to leave a glittering light as a sword from the engine that propels them from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth. But now they have hypersonic missiles. You did a video on this where they will go up. The standard ICBM will go up all the way into the atmosphere and then come down. But now you have hypersonic ones where they go up, but they don't go as high as a standard, as a regular warhead. And they will travel at a very low altitude, hypersonic speed where they can't be protected.
Exactly.
And the only time they're going to be protected is when it's too late.
That's right.
So it's coming, man. That destruction is coming.
There's no anti-ballistic missile that can stop it.
Yeah, that's why the scripture says, that's why the scripture says that they shall break their defense. Yeah, that's a good one.
Check these out, brother. This is Job 25, Job 20 and 25, right?
Yeah.
It is drawn and cometh out of the body.
Yeah.
The glittering sword cometh out of his body. When you look at the word glittering, right?
Yeah.
It's from the Hebrew barak. It means lightning.
Wow.
Lightning flashes. A flashing arrowhead. Now, how does this go up, brother?
Like a flash, like a lightning.
Poof, brother. Come on, man.
Like a light, that's heavy.
Come on, brother. Lightning, brother. Oh man, that flash bomb, brother,
That's
from
heavy.
that nuke, it blinds you, man.
That's heavy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's heavy.
Once it comes into that atmosphere and detonate, bro, that's deep, bro.
And burn your retina. And after lightning flashes, it leaves a very loud sound.
Right. Yeah.
That's all those missiles. That's heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah, man. Woo. Yep.
Man.
Let me see if there's more in there.
Yeah, man. The Lord is about to bring great or severe judgment upon this man's kingdom. And all those that are scoffing, scorning, and mocking right now, they're going to feel the full of that wrath. No?
Yeah. It says the same thing. Gleaming, flashing, bright. That's that sword, bro. When they go off.
And the Lord is going to cause those missiles to, once they detonate, it's going to be like lightning, man. One bright flash that is going to dissolve those within ground zero, man, within the very epicenter. And it's going to leave a loud sound like a great bang. Boom. You know?
Yeah. It says, hey, what the scripture say? Deliver me from the noisome pestilence. You know that noisome? Yup. It says, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him.
And that's them elites. They're going to be hid in their secret places, in their underground bunkers, because the Lord is going to have them be preserved to slavery. But as for the rest of you, typical peon Edomites, you're going to be fueled for the fire along with the thirds of the nation of Israel and you heathen nations, man. And it says, what a fire not blown shall consume it. Because a regular fire requires air, oxygen, and fuel. That's called a fire triangle. And back in the ancient world, people would use like a little, like a blower, that they would use, a bellow, water, that they would use to keep the fire burning, to intensify it. But a fire not blown shall consume them. Because after a nuclear missile, before it detonates, something called fission occurs, where certain molecules, certain elements like uranium, plutonium, they divide it into very smaller bits, and then they become so much and jumbled up together, causing a very dense chain reaction, thus causing a very large explosion. Very simple term.
It says, it shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. Yep. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
Yeah, the whole earth is going to rise up against these devils, man. Because the earth is sick. It's sick and tired of these devils being in rulership. Right now, the earth is being oppressed. These devils don't even keep the land Sabbath. You know? Everything is, building. You're building concrete. All these different buildings and shit. Blowing all kind of chemicals in the air. You're killing the earth. Not giving it a rest. Got it.
Yeah, they fucking up the atmosphere with the chemtrails. My brother, he just showed me a video of a plane actually spreading the chemtrails. It was like close up though. And you know how big a plane is. When you see it from here, it don't look. That's a spirit right there. Wow. When you see a plane, when you see it actually close up, yo man, the width of the chemtrail is like the plane is like this big, the chemtrail is like this big. That shit is huge. And it's blowing all that bullshit into the air, man. That's poisoning the air, it's poisoning the whole earth, man.
Imagine on a rainy day, bro.
Exactly. Yo, that's why the Most High got to get rid of you, man. That's why the Most High has to get rid of Esau. If you need any reason, that's one reason alone. He's destroying the earth.
Scripture says the earth languish.
Right.
Feeling strength.
Yeah, man.
It says, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
Yeah, the increase of his house shall depart. All the places that he goes and he preoccupies by way of his military, thus increasing his house, his dwellings, the power of his kingdom, all that is going to be taken away from him. And his ultimate kingdom over here in America, Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed utterly by way of thermal nuclear fire, man.
Yeah. And also, real quick, precept says, Obadiah 1:9, it says, and thy mighty men, O T-men, shall be dismayed to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Yeah, and T-man is referring to Edom, Esau, Edom. And the mighty men of Esau, Edom, his armies, all of them, they're going to be what? Dismayed?
Yeah, it says shall be dismayed. Yep.
They're going to be dismayed because you see, once our Lord Yahushua returns, like it says in 2 Ezra, the 13th chapter, they're going to be afraid, yet there is fight. Because they're going to be dismayed, they're going to be at great shock at the majesty of our Lord Yahushua when he returns in that gigantic fathership. When our Lord returns, he's going to return with a sword to rend his anger fury and his flames of fire. He's going to shoot that concentrated ray of light upon all those armies that are going to be over there in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yahushua in the Hebrew, Yahweh's judgment in the Middle East. So they're going to be dismayed, man.
It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Right, shame shall cover thee, O Esau, Edom, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Okay? All your governments, mountains, your small hills, your smaller governments, you're all going to be ashamed, man, for the violence that you have committed against us Israelites through slavery. Some examples of that is wounded knees, trail of tears that you've done unto the Native American Indians. Okay, so-called Native American Indians, which are the tribe of Gad. Then you have Reuben, so-called Simeon Indians, Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, and all the rest of the tribes. You're going to receive judgment for all of your violence against our people by the hands of our Lord and the elect nation of Israel, also over their humble.
It says, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
And you're going to be cut off forever. So after that, 1,000 years, after 1,000 years of serving that hardcore slavery, you're going to get cut off. You're going to get extinct. And none of y'all going to be left. It's just that point blank period, Esau. And that's what you don't want to accept. You don't want to accept your faith. You don't want to come to the acceptance that you are the Edomites. For one, and for two, you're going to be slaves. And for three, after serving your time, you're going to be exterminated. That's why they're trying everything in their power to continue this filthy fucking kingdom.
Verse 29 is the last verse of the chapter.
Yeah.
It says, this is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High.
See, so everything's been preordained from the very beginning.
That was Obadiah, right?
This is Job.
Job?
Yeah.
That's why it says in the Bible dictionary, Edom is a place of great future judgment. Man. Okay? So out of all the nations, out of all the judgments written in the scriptures, whether it be historical or prophetic, they're going to get the greatest, man.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean the best. They're going to be, it's going to be a nice party, it's going to be extravagant. No, it's going to be extravagant in destruction, man.
Best of the worst.
Yeah, it's going to be the best of the worst, man. No other nation is going to be taken out by in the same fashion as Esau, as a nation of Edom, as a land of Edom. Okay?
I got that.
All right. Read that. This is right, because we were going into the hypersonic, hypersonic missiles, and how they're not like the traditional ICBM missiles when they go in the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a heavy point, bro. Because the Lord is so beautiful on how He painted everything.
Word.
Because the Lord said that He created the smith that broke the coals in the fire. Or I like to spiritually paint the picture where a king goes to a blacksmith before he goes to war. He gives the blacksmith a blueprint. He said, look, can you make this sword for me, or this axe for me, this arrow and bow for me, so that when the day of war comes, I will have these equipment in my armory to use as my tools to fight. So, go ahead.
Yeah. Right, this is Ezekiel 38. I saw that 11.
Yeah.
It says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
Right, and this is referring to Gog and Magog, which is Russian. Gog means mountains, and Magog means up the mountains. Okay, we go into the definition of the word. Okay, this is referring to Russia, because during the time of the Third World War, America, Babylon the Great, is going to be fighting against Russia. Now, what's going to spark that war? The least of the flock, drawing them out. The least of the flock is the land of Israel. Who occupies the land of Israel today? Edomites, Khazars. Okay, and the least of the flock is going to draw America out, because America is going to become a guard unto the state of Israel to fight against Iran and Russia and all the different allies that Russia is going to be a guard over. Okay, so this is the prophecy here in the book of Ezekiel 38 concerning the third world war. Right?
It says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
America is that land of unwalled villages. In other words, America is that land that dwells carelessly, without any care in the world, saying that, you know what, I'm that lady. No one can touch me. I can never be destroyed. And the Lord called America the virgin daughter of Babylon. A virgin is a woman that's never been touched, that's never been defiled. But guess what? Those ICBM nuclear missiles, they're gonna defile you with destruction, man. They're gonna penetrate your
rape.
ass.
They're gonna rape the virgin.
They're gonna rape and ravage you, man.
I don't even want to say it.
Yeah, I know.
Right? It says, and I will go to them that are at rest.
Yeah.
Right. It says, I will go to them that are at rest. Now, what other nation is at rest? Because they have never experienced warfare in their land, or true warfare. Because somebody would say, oh, well, what about 9/11 when we were attacked by them Arabs? You was attacked by the Arabs. You was attacked by your government, man. The same thing with Pearl Harbor. You was attacked by your government. Okay? So that's why this nation, this country, America, is at rest and dwells safely. Because this place has never been touched by war, man, by a foreign nation. That's why you are referred to as the virgin daughter of Babylon. Right? It says, I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. Now, what is that referring to? That's referring to its defense system, man. Its anti-ballistic defense system, which is non-existent to those brand new hypersonic missiles. David did a test with an ICBM missile to test their anti-ballistic missiles. They tested missiles that they knew were coming, right? It was a simulation. They did a test, a simulation of missiles that they knew what time it was coming, how many was coming, and they were only able to stop 30% of those missiles shot over. 30%. Now, what if you don't know a missile coming? You don't have a detection, right? You'll be like, all right, oh shit, they just shot. It's coming in like 25, 30 minutes. Okay? How much more of that, man? So your defense system is non-existent, man. And it can't fuck with the missiles, those brand new shiny missiles that Russia got.
Yeah. You know, because the Lord said in 1 hour, so great riches shall come to north. Now, and he said there's going to be 200,000. 200 million ICBM nuclear missile warheads are going to destroy America in a period of 1 hour. So how fast do you think those missiles are going to come over here in America within that span of time? Pretty fast. Minutes, man.
And they're going to be directed at certain
No.
They're going to be pointed at specific targets, like a nuclear plant, right? Those other nations might have certain silos that America has targeted. Well, it's going to cause a bigger destruction, man. So there's no way, like, America is finished, man. America's done.
Right.
That's something.
Yeah, Joel. This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
Right. The day of the Lord Yahweh, whose son Yahweh Shai, is nigh at hand. We're blowing the trumpet, warning you Israelites that that day draws nigh. Nevertheless, 2/3 of the nation of Israel disregard the sound of the trumpet. For shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and it will not be afraid? And only the elect of the nation of Israel are hearing that trumpet being blown and are afraid.
Right.
And are trembling at the majesty of Yahweh Shai. The scripture says to what? Through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men.
Yeah. Because even before you got something called nuclear sirens. I think it's called nuclear sirens, right? The nuclear alarms.
Yeah.
When it's a fallout alarm. In other words, run for shelter. They used to play that sound. You know, you can probably see it in movies. I guess Indiana Jones. When it was the nuclear siren that went on, that was an alarm. That was an alarm. And what do you do if you hear? If people in America right now was to hear a nuclear alarm, one of those fallout alarms, they'll lose their goddamn mind. They'll bug out. But here it is, we blowing that spiritual alarm, that spiritual trumpet. You people should be afraid, man. And that fear is not a bad thing. Like you said, through fear, we persuade men. How do we, through the spirit come into the truth, man? Through fear. We found out America was about to be destroyed. And we was like, oh, fuck. Well, I mean, what could we do? You know what I mean? Could I be saved? People, remember back in the day, people come out there, well, all right, so how can I be saved? How can I not, how can I, break it down? Well, you got to repent. You got to believe. You got to come, follow the Lord, man. So we blowing that trumpet in Zion right now, man. And people are fast asleep. But the time when they hear that last trumpet, that's when motherfuckers gonna wake up.
This is not a test. They're gonna hear it on your radio.
The broadcast, emergency broadcast.
They did that the other day. Like, this is a test of your
That's it?
Yeah, I heard that on the radio. Friday and Thursday, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
You know?
Okay. Well, it is.
It's gonna be on your TV too.
Yeah. Cell phones.
Cell phones, you're gonna get the alert, like
Hawaii.
they got the Amber Alert.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
phone, your shit beeps.
Yeah.
You could be fucking watching it, doing something, whatever,
Yeah,
watching
just
video,
shut it down.
and then you get a fucking beep. This is a message, Amber Alert, beep, beep. Now it's gonna be like beep, beep, Russia just shut off, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be. You motherfuckers get scared. You're right. People get scared then. But the Most High has allowed the prophets to sound alarm for years on the streets.
Yeah.
To sound alarm for years on the internet. But you people just walk by, la-di-da, you see a video, these guys are down on strike. You know, these guys are crazy, man. But that alarm that's been ringing for years is about to get finished. He's about to turn that alarm off, man. Why? Because America's about to get ready to be destroyed. You know?
Go riddance, man.
When you look at ancient movies, one enemy is about to besiege a city. The guard of the city would sound he would blow an alarm. And the only ones that would die would be the ones that wouldn't take heed to it. You know, and that's what's gonna happen today. In these times. Those that don't take heed, they're gonna get put to death.
Yep. You're gonna need a light soon, right? It says, nah, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna take care of that next week. It says, verse 2, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness.
Yeah, day of clouds and of thick darkness. Because once our Lord returns, so-called year foes, that gigantic father ship, you're gonna cover the whole entire sky and the entire atmosphere. A day of clouds and of thick darkness. Okay?
It says, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, they have not been ever the like.
Right, so as the morning spread upon the mountains, you know, like you look in certain sceneries, the mountains, they're usually dark. But once the sun starts to come up, you start seeing the light starts to spread upon them. So as the morning spreads upon the mountains, likewise when those missiles come and spread upon America, Babylon the Great, and destroy her utterly.
It says, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth.
Yeah, fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Because what's before them? The destruction that the warheads are going to cause. Behind them a flame burneth, which is that engine that propels them from one continent to the next. And the land is as the Garden of Eden. The land of America is as the Garden as the Garden of Eden before those missiles, because America has a lot of vegetation, a lot of flora, a lot of trees.
That's paradise before you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because the word Eden goes back to the word Haidan, which means paradise.
Yeah. Because right now it's like paradise compared to what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
You know, the aftermath of this destruction, bro. Giant desert. It's going to look like one, like, I don't know if everybody see the Fist of the North Star. You know what I'm saying? But you know when they showed you how it looked after the, you know, everything looked like hell. It's gonna look a million times worse than that. Just all down, you know, demonic spirits and just desert and, you know, smoke. This is gonna look real effed up. You know, that's gonna be what the hell looks like, man. You know? So it says, the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses and horsemen, so shall they run.
Just like an army that is ready to go and besiege a city. And this city is America, Babylon the Great. That is a city that is an once these people, because that scripture says that they're going to be at rest. You know, they're going to be showing now they're going to be at rest, marrying, giving into marriage and all that. But then the missiles are going to come like horses. And as horses, they're going to run and they're going to leap over those missile defense systems. Just like an army would in like a movie, like you just picture it. And they're going to come up over here to America, Babylon the Great, and then besiege everything.
fire destroyer of it.
Read this last verse, right? This is Ezekiel 38, verse 9. It says, Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land.
Got that?
Right? It says, Thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. Right, and you're going into how the sun is going to cover the mountains, just like the sun covers the mountains. That's how these missiles are going to, and destruction is going to cover America. Right? So that's how America's going to be, hey man, it's going to get rained on, man.
And that's something because prior to the sun rising up, the morning is dark and it's cool. But once that sun starts to rise, it brings what? Heat. And then it starts to cover the dark with light. That's what's going to happen once those nuclear missiles detonate. All darkness that is hidden in this place are going to be eviscerated. They're going to be destroyed. Once that flash goes off.
That was it on? Back in Joel chapter 2. Chapter 2 verse 4. It says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run.
Yep.
Like the noise of chariots upon the top of the mountains shall they leap.
Yeah, they're going to leap over those missile defense systems. And when, the scriptures are being read, I envision it like an actual, like an actual movie, man. You have an army, and the horses are, galloping, and they're going to a city that's left, without walls. It's without defense. That's how those missiles are going to approach America, Babylon the Great, the rest of it. Destroy her, man.
It says, before their face people shall be much pain, and all faces shall gather blackness.
Yeah, because once those people see those ICBM nuclear missiles, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, they're going to be afraid. They're going to be in great fear because they understand the devastation that a nuclear missile brings, that it produces. And they're going to be in great pain because their flesh are consumed away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes in their holes, and their tongues in their mouths. Once those missiles detonate,
Yup. And it says, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the walls like men of war.
right? They shall run like mighty men, and they're going to climb the wall like men of war, just like, you have the army that finally reach up to the city. And now they put a little rope over it. Now they're climbing up. Especially if the city is without defense, they're going to climb up freely without having trouble. They're going to go into the city, and they're going to besiege it, raping, robbing, killing, spoiling. That's what those missiles are going to do, man.
It says, verse 8, neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Right. Neither shall one trust another. In other words, none of the ICBM nuclear missiles are going to get into contact with one another and explode in midair. That's not going to happen. They're all going to march in their respective directions to America, Babylon the Great, and they're going to fall upon the sword, which is Esau's kingdom, America, Babylon the Great. Right?
They shall run to and fro in the city, they shall run upon the wall, they shall climb up upon the houses, and they shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
See, so that's how those missiles are going to enter into America, Babylon the Great, like a thief, when no one's watching, when everyone's sleeping, when everyone's at rest. I could picture this, man.
You do, brother. Picture it right now.
They have no defense. They have nothing. They have no idea that an army is approaching. Why? Because there's no guard, no trumpet is being blown. And while all that is happening, they're marrying and giving into marriage, having fun, partying. But then out of nowhere, suddenly, a great destruction comes into their dwelling, killing all of them, disrupting their party, just like in the time of Noah.
Yeah. It says, Man, this part, it says, the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark.
Right. Their knowledge and wisdom is going to be darkened because they won't have any answer for the destruction that the Lord is going to bring upon this place, man, by way of the thermonuclear missiles. Okay? All right.
Yup, it says, and the stars shall withdraw their shining.
Right, so they won't have any answers. All their magi's, their warlocks, their soothsayers, their pastors that they love to go to every Sunday in the buildings and in the churches too, they're all going to die and they won't even have the answers prior to their deaths. They won't have anything because there's going to be nothing left, man. And all these people's, their hearts, they're going to fail them.
And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great.
Yep.
For he is strong that executed his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
The great day of the Lord approaches. The great, dreadful, and terrible day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai approaches, man. Very, very swiftly upon America, Babylon the Great. They'll be destroyed very soon by way of thermonuclear fire. Okay?
This is Jeremiah 51:1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, shall rise up against me a destroying wind.
A destroying wind is referring to the destroying wind of the nuclear fire. Go ahead.
And I will send unto Babylon fanners.
Fanners are referring to the missiles that different nations are going to shoot forth from their nations respectively over here into America, Babylon, in great number. Go ahead.
That shall fan her,
That shall fan her. In other words, burn her up with fire and destroy her. Go ahead.
and shall empty her land.
That shall what?
And shall empty her
That
land.
shall empty her land. Because America is going to become a great desolation and a new home for wild beasts, dragons, satires, owls, unclean spirits. Go ahead.
For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
For the day of trouble, what's that referring to? Third World's woe. That's that great day of trouble that these different nations are going to be rounding up against America, Babylon the Great. And they're going to aim their bows and arrows at America. Shoot at her, spear no arrows. Go ahead.
Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow.
Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. That all these different heathen nations bend their nuclear silos, which are likened unto bows, to shoot those ICBM nuclear missiles, which are likened unto arrows over here into America, Babylon the Great. Just like in the movie 300, when Xerxes had his army shot those arrows in the sky, they came down on the 300. That whole thing blotted out the sun. Right?
It says against him that lifted up himself against his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
That's what's going to happen to all the hosts of America, Babylon the Great. Because America is a very, very proud nation. The most proudest nation upon the planet Earth. Right? That lifts itself above all others. Because of its military, because of its infrastructure, its finances, its philosophies, its laws, its democracy, its do it as thy vote. Because of all these things is why America is going to be destroyed. And most importantly, our blasphemies against Yahweh Yahushai. All the things that they have done unto the nation of Israel. Okay?
4, it says, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, that's why the Lord kicked us out of the land of Israel. Because that land was filled with sin because of our forefathers. Niggas committing adultery, sodomy, idolatry, bestiality, all these things stacked up as iniquity. And it displeased greatly Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Therefore, the Lord kicked us out of that land. Here we are today in America, Babylon the Great, where we are scattered, yet this day in our captivity, under our oppressors, the chief of them, the Edomites, so-called Caucasians.
It says 6th verse. Flee out of the midst of Babylon.
Flee out of the midst of Babylon spiritually. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, which shall destroy you, even with a soul destruction. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. That is a heavenly city. And which our Lord Yahweh Shai is going to bring that. Okay? After he destroys this man's kingdom, this filthy cesspool of the kingdom. This dystopian. Go ahead.
It says, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Then because the day of vengeance burns within the heart of our Lord Yahweh Shai, like it says in the book of Isaiah, the 63rd chapter. The day of vengeance burns within his heart. The Lord is burning to recompense America, Babylon the Great, all her iniquities. Okay?
Yeah, some of them are putting a woman above a man, or making a woman as equal to a man. You know, being a negative influence, man. A negative influence that put everything in disarray. Okay? These things that are outside of the law, statutes, and commandments is what make America what it is. America puts just everything outside, or everything opposite to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Shai, is what America embodies. You understand that? So what the brothers talking about through the Spirit, and what the brothers reading in the scriptures, according to the prophecy, this place is destined to go out by a harsh manner, a harsh judgment by the Heavenly Father, because of its pride that it's had against the Most High. All right? Saying that this ain't the way. 2 men, 2 women can be together, all right, and be married. That there is no God, you know, and so on and so forth. Putting these things at the forefront of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, who were given the laws, by the way, only people that were given the laws, put it at the forefront of your whole existence, man. All right? This is what America has done by way of the Edomites, man. And this is what we're bringing. We just telling you what the Most High is about to do here. All right? What's he about to do? He's going to show his true power. All right? He's not going to allow the wicked to flourish, man. Go ahead.
That says 7 verses. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed.
Right, because the very fact that you can look into the scriptures, go to the book of Numbers and Deuteronomy and Leviticus, all right, and you read those laws that was implemented, and you look at America, everything is total opposite. So this gotta be that Babylon the Great that the Most High was speaking about, because it upholds everything else but the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, here it is, the natural order and the righteous order, which brings life, all right, and that makes everything the way it's supposed to be. It's not upheld here, but it's the opposite, man. You got a little son or a little daughter. They're teaching your little sons and your little daughters that homosexuality is a normal thing. They could call themselves the opposite gender if they so-called choose to, but really they're indoctrinating them. All right, putting spells on them. All right, through the left-hand side to make them think that way.
It's like in the middle school they teach them anal sex.
See, of course they are. All right, and what is that? What is that? That's ultimately homosexuality. All right. That's homosexuality, man. That's a goddamn abomination in the eyes of the Lord. Okay? But this is what America is pushing. This is what the so-called white man has been pushing, man. All right? Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Darkness for light and light for darkness is what America has influenced the world to follow. Follow darkness. Follow the ways that are not righteous. The ways that are not, all right, conducive to life. All right? See, this is where you get niggers. This is where you get niggers from, man. All right? This is where you get niggers from. All right? You go to your ghettos, what do you got there? Bunch of weed smoking, pill popping, crackhead, lean drinking ass niggas, man. Bugged out of their goddamn minds, man. Drugs, that's a big thing. Drugs actually goes back into the word pharmakia in the book of Revelation, and it clearly tells you that drugs is witchcraft. That's why they got the RX. RX. All right, that's the sign that the so-called white man created to show you that he's dealing with witchcraft. The pharmakia. That's right. The cauldron pot, and they got the pot and the little stick at the top. Man, listen. Through the spirit and power of the Lord, these things have been revealed to us, and we just relaying you the message of what's about to happen because of this shit, man. A bunch of drug addicts, all right, a bunch of damn degenerates are in this world, man, and they're not doing nothing against it. They're actually using it to their advantage. How they doing that, man? What is it, Oregon? Or one of them states, they just legalized fucking hard drugs.
So like meth and
Yeah, well, what state was that, man? Was it Oregon?
I
think it was Oregon, right? I think Oregon just legalized hard drugs. Like you get caught with some damn oxycodone or some damn
opioids.
Yeah, or opioids. Yeah, let's put it in the broad. Yeah, opioids. You get caught with some opioids, heroin, or some shit like that. You're good. You go ahead and go and shoot your fucking heroin, man.
So head him down.
You know? Go and shoot your damn heroin, man. Yeah, Flocka, bath salt. Bath salt, bro. This shit is real, bro. What is it? It's also known as zombie drugs, man. This is what America has pushed, man. And you wondering why America is why America is so fucked up. Go ahead.
Yep, this is Jeremiah 51:8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take bond for her pain. If so, she may be healed.
Yeah, this place ain't gonna be healed, man. This place is, first of all, predicated. All right, this place has been predicated on the oppression of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. First and foremost, the so-called white man, he want to see you strung out on drugs. He want to see you prostituting. He want to see you pimping. All right, he want to see you drug trafficking. Because he whoremonger, which is a pimp. And she supplies the drugs, man.
Killing each other off.
He wants to see you. He wants to ship them guns in by way of them railroads in the inner cities and see you niggas blow each other's brains out. Because you repping the Crip and the Bloods and the whatever the hell else gangs they got out there.
It's black.
Here we get into the nitty gritty of what the so-called white man has done here to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is why this place is called Babylon the Great. You put the confusion, man. You put the confusion. You don't know what the hell is going on. Up is down and down is up.
Yeah.
Because you have a mind warp, man. What is confusion overall? Confusion is something that you see as one thing, but it's the other. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what aided in that confusion?
Yeah.
The damn drugs.
That's right, bro.
So I got the article.
Please, the water, brother.
About what Oregon legalized.
Okay, that's Oregon. Okay.
Right? It says Oregon voters approved a controversial ballot measure decriminalizing possession of small amounts of so-called hard drugs,
Including, let's go.
including cocaine.
Cocaine, God damn it, that white,
Hell of a drug.
White.
that white girl.
Cocaine is gonna be illegal in Oregon.
Bro, it's legal, bro. It's small amounts.
Small amounts. I'm not done. There's plenty more.
Come on, brother.
Cocaine.
This is real stuff. This is what's happening in the world as we speak, man. This is not no sideshow, man. This is really what's happening, man. Cocaine and what else, brother?
Cocaine, heroin,
I said it. Heroin,
oxycodone,
oxycodone,
and methamphetamine.
and methamphetamine, bro. God damn. That's some strong shit. That's some shit that have you seeing them spirits.
Also,
Damn.
also, Oregon also joined the District of Columbia
Oh, that's DC.
in decriminalizing psychedelic mushrooms.
How about that?
Wow.
Psychedelic mushroom.
Wow.
Yo, see?
Yo, this is gonna be free.
This is what America promotes. This is what America is about. You don't see it yet? You niggas out here just voted for Joe Biden and Donald Trump, whatever your prospective retarded ass did. You just voted for these motherfuckers, and they're legalizing hard drugs like cocaine, heroin, oxycodone, and methamphetamine on the streets. For a nigga, guess what? That's old shit, word?
Yeah.
That's heavy for a nigga. That's what's up, nigga. That's what's up, nigga. About time, nigga. Yeah. Nigga actually This shit is crazy, bro. But this is reality, though. Go back to that scripture.
It says, yeah, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
This
Forsake
gotta be Babylon the Great. This got to be what the Most High called Babylon the Great, man. You cannot make this stuff up. The Lord is showing you. He's showing you, man. This is the place that I'm going to destroy with a sword destruction, man. All this shit that's going on out here, man. All this shit that's going on out here. Especially dealing with you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The Lord is about done speaking to you. And we know who the Lord speaks to, right? The prophets. The Lord is almost done speaking to you niggas. He's almost done. He's almost done. It's about to be a bunch of reality smacking you right in the face. You ain't gonna have the prophets out here too much longer through the Spirit. It's almost that time. All right? It's almost that time for the talking to be done with, and the action to be, and the action of the Ezekiel the 9th chapter, in the 4th verse. All right, in prophecy, man. Those, the firmament of the word, Amos 8:11. Those that are sealed with the Heavenly Father's name and His Son in their foreheads to be exempted from judgment. We in those times. Okay? Read, brother.
It says, this is Jeremiah 51:9. You would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country.
Yeah, because America, first of all, is a melting pot. And what made America so-called more great than what it was, other than the labor, the free labor of our people upon it, was these other nations coming here, flocking here, to take pieces of the pie. You understand that? Setting up businesses, all right? Feeding off of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. A lot of their businesses are going under. A lot of these nations' businesses are going under, all right, because of the economic situation due to this pandemic. All right?
Yeah,
That's right, bro.
That's what they're saying. They're saying that Bob's and Pop's business. They're already struggling, but our next lockdown is going to totally finish it off. You know what I'm saying? And plus, we got winter coming. Remember, lockdown was in the summertime, but we got winter coming now. So all these restaurants and all these places of business that got their outdoor seating, ain't nobody gonna be out there.
Ain't nobody gonna be out there, bro.
You know? Nobody gonna be out there. The more and more time go by with jobs not coming back, is the more people gotta dip into their savings, man.
Yeah, right.
Ain't nobody just spend savings for a trip to IHOP or Applebee's. You know, once you start touching that savings, that means you gotta pay the bills. You know?
That's right, bro. Go ahead, bro.
It says, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Right, because the scriptures speak about spiritual wickedness in high places, man. The sins have reached to a spiritual level never seen before, man. All right, look, ancient Sodom and Gomorrah wasn't nearly as bad as America is. Yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, and the other three cities wasn't as bad as America is right now. And they was exceedingly wicked, like the scriptures say. They were exceedingly wicked, man. Sodomy running rampant. This damn place, man, you got you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, minds bugged the hell out. To the point where you justify sodomy, man. How do you do that? Oh, if it's not nothing to do with me, I don't, let them to each his own.
Oh, they ain't touching me.
Oh, they ain't touching me.
Nigga, you part of the problem.
Right, we all human.
Love
is love, nigga. Love is love, nigga. And you're gonna find out through the spirit, like brother was saying in Dallas, man. Yeah, you are gonna find out a lot of motherfuckers you thought were females, fucking transgenders, man. And it's demonic setup in Hollywood. These motherfuckers out there, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna find out some shit. You're gonna be like, oh shit, goddamn, what the fuck? That's how fucked up this place is, man. That's how effed up this place America is, man.
A lot of niggas ain't gonna care either.
A lot of niggas ain't gonna care, but that's the thing. That's what makes it worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Because you got Israelites that are just totally bugged out and got all them damn legions on them. Enjoying this damn wickedness, man.
There's some niggas in Chicago that, they met some chick, whatever, hired basically a harlot, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Come to find out that was a man.
Goddamn.
His man told him, yo, that's the dude, bro. He said, well, fuck it.
Fuck it. See? That's what make it worse than
Knew it was a man, but you
knew
go in, though.
And they're making men look like women and women look like men.
Yeah.
Cutting off the private parts.
They're fucking doing extreme surgeries on motherfuckers, man. This shit is highly wicked. Highly wicked. It's reached unto the heavens. Go ahead, bro.
It says 10. It says, the Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our power.
Go ahead.
It says,
because remember, Yahweh Shai said to Capernaum, or one of them cities, that it was better in the days if those of Sodom and Gomorrah would have heard what's going on right now, they would have repented. Right? Somewhere in the gospel, Yahweh Shai said that. You know what I'm saying? Those of Sodom and Gomorrah would have repented if the works have been done that's done in need, man. Yeah, it was Capernaum. So if the works that was done in need was done in Sodom and Gomorrah, they would have repented, man. Yeah, bro. Here we are here in America. It's plainly being revealed that we're the Israelites. It's plainly being revealed that you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you've been done wrong. Your people are descendants of the Israelites, and you just fucking going all out. The wickedness, man. Go ahead, bro.
this is Jeremiah 51 and 11. It says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple.
The vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his what? Temple. We're right now on the time of the third temple. The Lord said he's building a third temple. He's building a temple, right? That's going to come back to the Lord. That's going to be delivered by the Lord. See, 2/3, you're not part of that temple, goddammit. You are profane. You Negroes, hey look, and we gonna call it like it is. A lot of you niggas out there calling yourself Israelites, you're nothing but niggas. Alright? It's not just about putting on the camera and saying, calling a white man the devil. You didn't figure that out yet? But here it is, well, you know, got guys out there that go out there, and yeah, they might be out there teaching for a time, but then they take the winter off. Then they come back in the summer, reinvent it.
Breaking down the scriptures.
Bringing down the scriptures wrong. Alright? ISUPK, IUIC. You guys, through the Spirit, you're going to be found to be those foolish virgins. Those foolish virgins that took no oil in their lamps. You're going to try to cling onto those that got the oil. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of these kids are not prophesying. A lot of them just, they have to not grow into the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just regurgitate the same thing. Case in point, the RFID chip. I mean, if you can't realize that the mark of the beast is a chip now, then you're never going to realize it. But really, the truth is, they realize it, but the fact that our apostles talk about it, you got heavy pride now.
Yeah.
So now what you want to do is now, I'm just going to stick with one West tone. That's a one way. I'm sticking with
Fine, let them do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You can do that. But this thing is about the spirit of truth. It's about the spirit of truth. It's not Yahweh Shai say, I am the way, I am the truth, and the life. Did he not say that? So who are you really, what spirit are you really going after? Are you going after the way, truth, and the life? Or are you going after your own way? You're leaning upon your own understanding. Or you're leaning upon your own pride.
Right.
And self-centered bullshit. That's on you guys. Alright? See? Because guess what? If you're teaching otherwise, that the mark of the beast is not the RFID microchip, you're a false prophet. You know why? Because the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. You gotta link things what's actually going on in the world so those that may not know at the time can be able to see while you're bringing it out. And they be like, oh shit, that's exactly what it's talking about. It's right there. They're trying to implement it in your forehead or your right hand. You can actually watch the video on the Edomite. He broke it down. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. All right, I forget his name. It looks like
Aaron Russo?
No,
the heavy set Edomite that broke it down to pretty much when they was creating it.
Oh, yeah.
I forget his name. But you could actually go to that video and watch it. And if you can't pick up that, hold the fuck up.
Even when it's a corrupt.
Bro, this was in the 1980s. This is in the 1980s. He's probably, I don't know, old as fuck, about to die or something right now. He's probably dead. I don't know the guy. You know what I'm talking about. He broke it down. Like, and he didn't, and the spirit had it to where when they was creating it, he didn't know what the hell they were doing. They was just trying to, make shit more technologically advanced. Come to find out, he found out that damn, like, this is what the Book of Revelation is talking about.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Job 33 and 15. In the dream, in the vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumbering upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from men. Just to expound upon what you're saying, the dude, the guy didn't know what the hell he was doing. He didn't know what he was doing, but the Lord put that on, he inspired him. He inspired him to make the technology of the chip, because the word inspired means to breathe in. You know what I'm saying? Inspire, it's like how some expire, it breathes out. In other words, it dies. But the Lord inspires people, he gives life to the people. The Lord gives life to his creation. So Esau made the chip something like some clown ass Israelites will say, oh well, Esau know that the chip technology is the mark of the beast. That means Esau's spiritual now, you know. But listen, wait, hold on. What about Isaiah 54 and 17, where it says the Lord creates the smith?
That's right.
So what? Does that mean that the missiles is not the missiles no more?
right.
Because Edomite made it? Because Edomites made it?
Exactly.
Because Edomites know that is, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
right.
The Most High does what he does, man.
That's right, bro.
The Most High control all people. Hey, the Lord gave that heathen Balaam a vision.
That's right.
You know, he gave him a vision. Does that mean that the vision was false? You know, doesn't mean, come on, man. The Lord could put the spirit on anybody to do anything.
Right.
The Lord put the spirit on Esau to put us into captivity.
That's right, bro.
Does that mean that, wait a minute, oh, they ain't the Edomites because, you know, because they did it? You see the fucking confusion, brother? It don't make no goddamn sense, man. You know what I mean? So let me read that again, man. In a vision, in a dream, in a vision of the night, with deep sleep fall upon men, and slumbering upon a bed, then he opened the ears of men, inspired by that dream, you know? No, it's good.
Okay.
It was rolling over to the next one. You know, so yeah, you know, you get inspired through that dream. You know, like you wake up today, man. We are instructed on what to do. What's that? Proverbs 20.
Proverbs 20. Yeah.
Get that real quick. You know what I'm saying? It says that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from men. Why does it say that? Because we don't do things on our free will. Everything we do, the Most High controls us to do it. So that's how we take, you know, hide pride from men. We not of ourselves, man. Esau's not Esau. You ain't of yourself. You ain't create. You didn't create nothing.
That's right, bro.
Esau, you didn't create the chip. Esau didn't create the missile. The Most High created it.
Right.
And the Most High made you create it for him. You know, how about that, man? You know what I'm saying? You got that, bro?
Yeah, I got both. All right, this is Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord.
Yep, man's goings are of the Lord.
How can a man then understand his own way?
So how could you understand your own way if your goings is of the Heavenly Father, man? The Lord created man to do his will. Get also Ecclesiastes.
I got two more for you too.
Get that also.
This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of the water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Right. So the Lord controls the hearts of men, which is your mind. In Hebrew is life. All right. The Lord control your thoughts, your actions, what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it. We came out here today because the Lord wanted us out here today, man. You know? Ecclesiastes 12, right? 12.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear that. Want me to start from 12?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is greatest of the flesh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments.
Yep.
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's the duty of man. Most High created the Israelite man, all right, to fear Him and keep His commandments. And ultimately, the whole world is going to fear the Lord and keep His commandments, man. Okay? So, in other words, the Lord have a purpose for every man that's under the sun. You know, the wicked to be the wicked. You know, the righteous to be the righteous. That's in Romans 9th chapter. You know? What you got? You got something?
Yeah, it says 14, it says, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment.
See? Every work shall come into judgment. Meaning everybody's going to be judged according to their works. And every work is going to be brought into fruition. Yeah?
For every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Now, the visions, like Scripture said, the visions yet for the point of time, but at the end it shall speak. You know, the vision of the mark of the beast is speaking very loud, man. And again, you know, it's 2020, the year of prophecy. What is it? November 7th? 8th? What is it? 7th? You know, Biden, you know, won the election. Huh? Yeah, 7th, right? You know, Biden just won the elections. It was announced that he won the elections. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how things play out, man. Whatever happens, the agenda is still gonna happen under whatever puppet is in office. You know, and the Lord is going to have it to where people are going to be getting this chip. Let's get into the prophecies of that. Revelation 13.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13. The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. That the image of the beast.
Matter of fact, start up show. What's that, verse 14?
Let's continue.
Start up show. Like, start at like, 13 or something.
Okay, yeah. 11, okay. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and had two horns like a lamb.
Yep, that's talking about America.
Yep.
That's talking about America. The two horns is talking about the like how in ancient Rome you had the plebeians and the patricians. Now you got the Democrats and the Republicans. Right? You know, same beast, different horns, so to speak. Yeah.
And he spake as a dragon.
But he spake as a dragon. Those draconian laws, man. Yeah.
It says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast
Come on this
before
side.
him.
Come on this side. Yeah.
It says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him.
Which is talking about what? The Roman Empire. You know, it's talking about the Roman Empire. Now, you know what, too? I thought about this the other day when I was reading that. Because you got people that say, the mark of the beast is Christianity. But wait a minute. If the beast is exercising the power of the first beast before him, Christianity never existed.
Yeah, exactly.
Christianity wasn't even a thing.
They were straight up fucking, worshiping Zeus and Jupiter.
Right. But there weren't the first time anybody was called Christians were at Antioch, like the scriptures say, man. And what is a Christian so called? The anointed ones, man. The followers of the Hamashiach. You know what I'm saying? So how the hell Christianity is gonna be the mark of the beast if at that time there weren't no such thing as Christianity or image of Caesar.
Right.
You know, image of Caesar Borgia. You know what I'm saying? That came afterwards, man. Yeah?
It says, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed.
Whose deadly wound was healed. Talking about the revived Roman Empire, which is America. America is in other words, like I always say, is pretty much picking up where they left off.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But revving things up. You know, the deadly wound is healed. Okay.
It says,
and it ain't fully healed either, because just like how the scriptures talk about the 10 toes, mixed with miry clay.
One shall be weak.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
It says, 13. Yep, 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Didn't America do that?
Yeah.
Then when they bombed Big Boy, Little Boy, Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They dropped them atomic bombs. That was a great wonder. That never happened to no nation under the sun up until that time. And that was a major thing, man. That was a major thing that happened, man. Yeah.
It says, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
Because what happened? America was flexing their power. I believe Japan surrendered. Yeah, they surrendered. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were deceived. They was like, you know what? America was flexing their nuclear arm, their power, their atomic arm, yeah?
Which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them.
And there's many miracles that this damn devil's performing that's deceiving the whole world, man. Yeah?
It's a saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast. Which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, we're just talking about this system. All right, mainly this New World Order system that Esau is implementing, man. All right, that's them giving life to that beast. Yeah?
And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Now that mark is talking about the mark of the beast. All right, the mark of the beast. All right, the physical mark of this enterprise. All right. In other words, you let's say you're a member at a place, a member at a club or a gym. What's your proof? Here's a card. Here's your key card. You come in and scan. You gotta show, what is it? Loyalty or allegiance, pledge your allegiance to the beast by being a member of this thing, being a member of this system. And by taking a chip, you are pledging allegiance to the beast and saying that you're down with this system. You're down with the image of the beast, man. Because you know, listen, man.
Yep.
I dare any of you, all right, to go to Amazon, go to the store, go anywhere, and tell them, listen, you know, you ring up, hey, you know, sorry, how you doing? You know, I'm a Christian. You know, I'm a Christian. You know, how you gonna pay? Oh no, I'm Christian. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian. You know, Christian. You know, I'm a Christian.
Oh,
I'm, you know,
excuse me, sir.
well, that's good to know. But how you gonna pay? Oh no, I'm Christian. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how that works, man. What's the stamp that you down with the system?
Right.
It's the mark of the beast, man. Furthermore, you will not be able to buy or sell without it because the way the transactions is setting up, it's all digital, man. It's all digital. Yeah.
It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their forehead.
So that means everybody, man. Small, great, you young, old, babies, fresh out the hospital. You know, when babies is born in the near future, real soon, they're gonna have to come out with a chip. They might say the hell with the birth certificates. Let's get them. We gonna get them the chip.
The rumor is now that babies now that they're forcing them to take the COVID-19 test, and if you don't let them do it, then you can't leave with your baby out the hospital. So
if that's the case, then that's effed up.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, how does a baby even get fucking?
They gotta they want to test the mother and the baby, and if you don't let them do it, you can't leave the hospital.
Well, that's the time we living in, man. That's him speaking as that dragon. That's them draconian measures, man. Taking away your rights. Yeah.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Read on.
Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
That's the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. Don't take the chip. And with that, we're gonna close out and say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, Baba Bo.
Baba Bo.
Shalom to the elect.